What's up, guys? How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk. I'm your host, Electro Jed, and today we're gonna do something out of the norm. It's gonna be a you pick'em day. We'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. If you guys want to talk about anything at all, um, this will be a short show if no one wants to come up here and yap with me. But I'm hoping we'll get some people to talk about because there's a lot of stuff that we can talk about. If you're into TV, movie, and news like that, then I'll be more than happy to talk about a couple of videos that I got coming out. It's going to be about the show season 3 of Picard, and then I'll also be doing videos on the Bad Batch from Disney, Star Wars. I absolutely love that show. We can talk about that. We can talk about, is Donald Trump going down like a cheap hooker on a dick? Bonquiqui, what's up? Hey, Bonquiqui, we're not talking about my overcharging boxing historian for rent. We could talk about The Last of Us. It doesn't matter. Whatever you guys want to yap about, that's what we'll sit here and talk about. It doesn't have to be about boxing because I know I've been like uh, beating you guys over the head with all the boxing news and stuff like that lately. And there's a lot of channels talking about boxing right now. Um, I will discuss boxing and the whole Lomachenko thing with uh, with uh, with Devin Haney at another time. We can also at that same time we'll be talking about other boxing news and other fights coming up this weekend. So we got plenty of time for that. But Bunk Weekly, how have you been? I threw the link up there already, man. But I would love it if you came up here and chatted with me. More than welcome to, brother. I got nothing but love for you, even though you accuse me of being a slumlord. God, my camera is looking bad. Rick broke up with Michonne. Is that it? Really? Wow, man. See, that's not right, man. What's up with the Bunk Weekly? Yeah, Rick broke up. Thank you for sharing the link out, man. I appreciate that. Wrong TV series. Fucking Bonk Weekly. I love you, brother. But yeah, man. If it's just gonna be, if we're gonna just bring up what's going on in current news and stuff like that, holy crap, man. They indicted Trump. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? I'm not a Republican and I'm not a Democrat, so I don't got a dog in this race. I vote my conscience, but holy shit, what's this? Are they holding people accountable? What in the holy hell? The rich are starting to be held accountable for their bullshit. I love it. Who the main characters? Joel and Ellie. Joel is Pedro Pascal's character, and Ellie, of course, is Bella Ramsey's character. If you're including the other characters, holy shit, man! Like it never fails. I go live and I got people all kinds of noise in the background, people coughing up their lungs. Um, but on top of that, with the whole Trump thing, man. Yeah, I mean that's a big deal, man. Because I'm a proponent of nobody's above the law. In my book, nobody's above the law. I could give two fucks who you are. If you did something if you broke the law, then you need to be held accountable. Many a time, me as a person of color and other friends of mine, other people of color, I have to sit down and eat the fucking justice system the way it's dished out to us. Finally, to get to see the rich get their just due back. Yeah, I like that idea of nobody's above the law. So if he did something wrong, I hope they throw the fucking book at him. If they find him, if they find enough evidence for any kind of illegal picadillos, then you know what? Uh, take him to the full extent of the law. It's that simple. If he is guilty, but let's let jurors figure out if he's guilty or not. We know that we got one quick when the RuneScape. I don't know too much about RuneScape, although I did play it. Coco the Bulldog, what's up, Coco? How you doing, brother? Free Trump. Coco says free Trump. All right, Coco. We see where Coco's going with it. But yeah, man, we can sit down. I like the idea. Someone says, Quickly says, uh, EJ, do it's real 85 Ninja Turtles reaction video. Oh, you want me to do a reaction to that? Let me write that down. Hold on a second. I won't do it now, but we could definitely let me get my other notebook for that. All right. And that is it's real 85 Ninja Turtles reaction. I'm gonna write that down. All right. It's real 85 Ninja Turtle reaction. Hey, baby. You see someone flashing in and out? My wife's back here. Katie, you want to say hello? Yeah, she went. Oh, Coco the Bulldog says Trump has water in the brain. I think Trump has what my mom always says this one to me: slow learning disability. It's hella funny. All right, I'll check it out. You want me to watch the video first and then do the reaction, or do you want me to do a blind reaction? Let me know in the chat there, quickly. Because I did a blind reaction once, and well, I did it a few times, and so those are some of my most viewed videos. So yeah, it's up to you. Who that knows real account? Welcome to the room. Let me check something. Who that knows is not. You're not. Why don't you got a wrench? I'm not understanding that. Anyway, another thing that's been on the news. Do a blind reaction. All right, I'll do the blind reaction. For sure, I'll do the blind reaction. That's what he's saying to do. Do the blind reaction. I'll check it out, man. Um, Other than that, man. Also in the news, I mean in entertainment news, Jeremy Renner has got an interview coming up on April 6th. He's going to talk about the whole accident that happened with him and getting crushed by that snowplow and shit like that. I'm glad that he's okay. I mean, I think he's one of our better actors out there. I really like him. He's very he's I mean, he's a. I think he's. I just think he's a good actor. I can't say enough good things about him. Most of the stuff that he's been in, barring a couple, that what is it? The one Hansel and Gretel one that was kind of weird. Coco the Bulldog says, "Yo, EJ, you still have your CDL? Where you're an owner operator, or at one point? No, I wasn't an owner operator, but I had my CDL. I used to work for Warner, and I worked for JB Hunt. Um, then after a few years of that, I just stayed in Albuquerque, and I started driving tow truck out here. And because of my CDL and the type of driving I did, I was one of the few record drivers that had the CDL that was high enough to be able to haul the wreckers away. I was able to drive the big giant wreckers. So yeah, the big giant the tow wreckers. Yeah, that was a pain in the ass to do, especially during ski season. And I remember that we had to go up to Raton Pass, and I was working for a what do you call it? a record company that worked through Allstate. I can't tell you the name because I don't want people like looking my shit up and stuff. But and there was a big old accident on Raton Pass, which is north of it's north of Santa Fe. It's right there between Colorado and New Mexico, on the New Mexico side. And there was a jackknifed um, Peterbilt that was up there that we had to get down. It took me 6 hours to hook that truck up. 6 fucking long, grueling hours getting in and underneath the snow, hooking up all kinds of chains, pulling the truck out of where it was at. Yeah, yeah. 6 hours just to get it hooked up and start pulling it out. Coco says, "Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, no, it was good money. I made, yeah, I made a decent wage there. I made a decent wage. I can't complain. Bon quickly, but you fired your coworker. Well, if he's not pulling his weight, Bon quickly, what can I? What do you expect me to do? Carry him, man? I can't do all that carrying. Let me throw the link up there one more time. I would like some people to get up here. Come on, join me. Don't make me just be up here by myself. But yeah, I did that. I did that for a while, for a number of years. The one thing I hated the most about driving wrecker is that here in New Mexico, especially in Albuquerque, they had this thing called Police Week, and if your company, because they picked the APD, the Albuquerque Police Department, and the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office, they got together and they would pick one wrecker company to go ahead and pick up the wrecks that were in accidents and stuff like that, and cars that were parked downtown that their the meter expired and shit like that. So on Police Week, any specific record company would get extremely busy if they had Police Week, and I dreaded Police Week because you had to do the major accidents you couldn't get out of it. And I remember one accident that I had to pick up. I think it was on the west side of town, and they didn't clean up. The accident was so bad, right? You see blood everywhere. They didn't clean up all the blood, and the people that were in the car, one of the cars that was pulling up, because I was driving a flatbed, and if you drive a flatbed, not only can you put a car up on the bed, but you can also tow a car behind it. So I I remember this one specifically because I had to clean off brain matter off of the chair and the windshield, and it was very disturbing. I mean, it's not that I haven't seen death before, but I didn't think that was going to be part of the job. So I dreaded Police Week because you'd run into a lot of stuff like that. And you're cleaning up bodily fluids off of the pavement. You have to deal with bodily fluids such as blood and brain matter and stuff like that in the cars. And you got to touch shit. You got to make sure you have safety's on their mind all the time. What does Coco say here? I knew the game. I knew the game. Been driving for 7 months now. Should have done it years ago. You're new to the game. Been driving for 7 months now. Are you talking about? Are you a record driver? Or are you a long haul driver? So that's my question to you. Because I tell you what, I had a lot of fun driving long haul when I was working for Werner, and then after that for JB Hunt. I had a lot of fun. Although I do think it put a lot of strain on my first marriage because I was hardly ever I was maybe home like 1 or 2 days out of a month. What's Monquiqui saying? You used to bully historian back in. First of all, that's not true, Monquiqui, because I was never in the military. I wanted to be, but my ass was too fat to get in the military, and I couldn't lose the weight fast enough. Coco says, "Local, I'm in the ports. Did long haul for 2 months. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, yeah. Local driving. So you're not driving to where you need to have a partner, or you're not driving to where you need to sleep in the cab or anything like that. So basically, you'll run a shift and get most of your stuff done within 8 to 12 hours. That's what you're talking about. I did that too before I started driving wrecker out here. Oh, I wanted to tell everybody the plan for me and Katie is we do plan on going to see the Lomachenko fight, but because we have the whole situation with the house, we started. I got a couple of guys to come out and put doors. We were missing. We needed two doors on the property that we just bought. So I'm going to be working on freezing. What's up, brother? How you doing? Brian Harkin in the house. What's up my other brother from another mother from and also my partner in crime with the four horsemen. How you doing, brother? But continuing on, uh shit, where was I at? Somebody remind me, where was I? Oh, I'm old and I forget a lot of shit. Somebody help me out. Tell me what I was talking about just a minute ago. I can't fucking remember. Jesus. I got so distracted. Guys, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe and share if you can. I appreciate that. I want as many people as can come in here. We just, like I said, we're not talking boxing today. We're just talking random shit. Bon Quiqui and Coco have been making sure that I have something to talk about. Let's see. The historian. Oh yeah, the house doors. Right, right, right. The house doors. So, so we had them fixing the house doors and stuff like that. I kind of messed up because I gave them. I purchased doors for the front and back, and then I also purchased some lightweight doors for inside the house, so we could separate certain rooms. But we're gonna keep those on storage or in one of the storage areas on the property. But I gave them their money ahead of time. I needed them to be able to lock the house up, but they were supposed to come back today, and guess what? They didn't do. They didn't come back today. They gave me a message saying they'll be here tomorrow, and I know for a fact that I'm going to catch shit for giving these people the money ahead of time. I know the guy. I don't think he'll screw me. But the fact that I gave him all the money up ahead, and don't worry, it wasn't like thousands of dollars. I just gave him like a $200 job. He only got half the work done. Let's see what we got going up here. Coco says I actually live near boxing historian. I work the Seattle ports. There you are. Cool. Caesar G, what's up? What up? EJ, always see you on the BNB and Mad Chat. So I subbed. I appreciate that. Thank you. Right now, the topic is not boxing because I'm saving that for later on in the week. Because we got AJ fighting, and we'll talk about that and about in a different show. Right now, it's just random stuff. I want you guys get to pick what we talk about. If you want to come up, you're more than welcome to join me on the panel. And again, I appreciate the sub and the likes and everything like that. If you want to help out, there's ways to help out. But oh yeah, I wanted to talk about me and Katie want to go see the. This was the whole point, bringing it. We want to go see the Lomachenko fight because Katie's a big fan of Lomachenko. I like Lomachenko too. Don't get me wrong, but as it is right now, all our monies are going into the house and the property. So it's like right now we can't spare any money. So I'm waiting. Uh, I'm waiting to see if someone's going to help us out. And I'm not talking about you guys, just someone in specific is if they're going to help us out to go see the fight. and that would be an excellent present for my wife. She's so anxious, and she's looking forward to seeing Lomachenko live. Let's see here. EJ, I want to see your progress with the property. Yeah, that's those are videos. The progress with the property going on right now. The only thing they did yesterday, they came in. They locked up the. There was no way to lock up the house. Put it that way. The wind would blow the doors open. Animals would get in and out. So all I wanted them to do was make sure that the property was secured. The doors wouldn't open at the slightest breeze. So they put locks and stuff like that on the door. Was able to door because the framing around the door is all fucked up. So we have to make new door frames. And I purchased a couple of doors for the front and back that are very sturdy, that can't really be broken into. I plan on putting the old time police locks, you know, the ones with the long bar that goes in the middle of the door, where you got to slide it to the left or the right to lock it or unlock it. So we're getting one of those, or actually two of them from the front and the back. So yeah, so I ended up giving him the money ahead of time, but he didn't come in today to finish the job. So yeah, I know people will tell me, "Why you pay him in full?" It wasn't a big job, and I didn't worry about it. If he doesn't show up. I'll put it to you this way: if he doesn't show up to finish the job that I paid him to do, he's losing out because that's just telling me not to use him. You know, when I start picking away at the house gradually and gradually. So if he does a good job with this and he keeps his word and he puts the doors in and the frame is nice, you know, I'll have him do other stuff. Like I'll have him customize a room or two, and then make sure that the house is sturdy. We want to make sure that the new subfloor is put in the bathroom. This is all stuff that's going to go up on the channel. But right now, the only thing he did was make sure the doors are. What's up, Brian? Brian, welcome everybody. Welcome, Brian Harkin.
Yo,
What's
what
up,
up,
my?
Yo, what up, EJ? Yeah, just woke up.
Did you? We need. Bonquiqui has steady been fucking with me since he's got here. EJ, you got the Louis Vuitton hat and the Gucci shirt. You living off of historian's rent money? Fucking Bonquiqui.
Bon quickly, yeah, right. Well, hope you're doing well, man. Been a while since I've seen you. You know, Bon
No, I
quickly.
know. I'm doing good. I'm doing all right. I'm just trying to make sure that I make time to talk to do a let's talk about something other than boxing because you know it's always boxing. You know, but
I get that.
but today I just wanted to make it. You know, let's talk about something random.
I get that. I just woke up and looked at my phone, saw you're live, so here I am.
And so, man, what do you think? Trump was indicted. Trump, and just so you understand, when you're indicted, doesn't necessarily mean you're guilty. It's just that they feel they had enough evidence and they put it before a grand
How
jury.
many how many times have they done this and they've been caught? Right, so they got none on them. Right.
I don't know. I don't know. But
Here, EJ. Right. Serious note, have you ever seen anyone in public office gone at so hard than Trump?
wait, say the question again.
Have you ever seen anyone in public office who ever held public office gone at so hard as Trump has gone, as anyone's gone at Trump?
Oh
Has
yeah,
anybody else gone, you know,
oh, most definitely.
who?
I remember they went at Nixon when Nixon got impeached, and Nixon listen. Nixon stepped down, um, and he wasn't even in as much trouble as Trump was over the past couple of years with the whole January 6th bullshit and everything like that.
Here,
But
here, here, here. No, they've gone here ever since he got into office, right? They've gone at him, and every story they've come out with has been lies, right? The prosecutor for the Daniels thing, he had to step down because he withheld evidence to prove Trump was innocent,
yeah, but
right?
that's up to see. I'm not gonna say it's lies. I'll leave that up to the jury because we're not. we don't have access to all the evidence.
All I know, right, is they've gone after him, and 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 they've every time, right?
Hmm.
Every time their case falls apart, right? Right? Russian collusion, all bullshit, right? Every time they've gone after him, it's been lies, right?
I
Um,
understand what you're saying. Look, Brian, I'm
Nobody's
not
gone after.
arguing.
In my lifetime, right? Nixon slightly before my lifetime
Hmm.
as a president. I've never seen any president gone after any former president, as bad as I've seen, and they've gone after Trump.
Well, let me educate you on a certain way. All right, Nixon was pursued, and of course he ended up finally stepping down, and he gave and Gerald Ford, the vice president at the time, was given presidency. They went after Spiro Agnew, which was Nixon's vice president before Nixon got in trouble. Spiro Agnew got impeached and was removed from office. If we go up in history, when the whole the hostage situation with Iran, and then you had Jimmy Carter. Everybody was jumping on Jimmy Carter like it was his fault, especially with the FUBAR that happened with Delta Force. That there was a big old accident, and we lost a few members of Delta Force and some hardware out there trying to get the hostages. And then if you move forward even more, the whole Iran Contra thing, and they were trying to put that on Reagan, and they used what's his name? Trying to remember the guy's name that they used as a scapegoat. Can't remember. Oh, what's Coco saying here? Give me a second. Coco saying why should have gone after Secretary of State Nixon's Secretary of State? I forget the yeah. I'm starting to forget names too, but I'm
Yeah,
old. You got no excuse, Coco. You're not old, Coco. No excuse, man. Take that brain food, buddy.
might have been slightly before his time. Um,
But then wait. Let me finish. And then of course you had the whole situation with Bill Clinton and
yeah, but they
I
didn't
did
go
not
after,
have
right?
sexual relations with that woman.
They didn't go after Bo, right? Like here, ever since the day Trump went into office, right? They've been after him before Trump went into office. Russian collusion, right? Like,
Look. I'm not gonna sit here. Look, Brian. Well, first
right?
of all, we're not gonna make this about Trump. I'm just gonna say Trump's not special. He's not the only one they've gone after. It looks like they're
Not,
going hard at him. He's not special. They go after everyone if they have a reason. Everyone.
if they don't follow what, what if they don't toe the line, they go after you. It seems
I,
like to me.
I don't know what the whole situation with I don't know the entire Stormy Daniels story, but if he look, I'm a proponent like this. I feel this way. If you're guilty of something and and
Well
and
then,
you,
well
you got
then,
busted and you got
let's.
busted, I don't want Trump being held above the law. I think he
Okay,
needs to
okay,
be
then every
just
other
like everybody else.
president, because there's only ever been one president arrested in the history of the United States of America, and that was for a speeding ticket, right? So, um, you telling me he's the only person to ever hold office that was guilty of something?
I didn't say he was guilty. I said we'll find out what a
Yeah,
jury of,
right.
of his peers are going to
But
say with all
but we
the evidence.
know plenty of past presidents were guilty of a lot worse than
I
what
don't
Trump
know.
did.
I don't know if getting your dick sucked is worse because Clinton got impeached for getting his dick sucked and lying about it. So now we're in a situation with Trump,
Yeah, but
having sex.
this happened prior. And what I believe is what the statute of limitations is long gone in that case, so it's a vendetta.
I don't know I don't know how the statute of
Well,
limitations works on it.
I believe the statute of limitations is 5 years, and it happened way before 2015. So, and that's what I know of it. So, yeah, right. You know, they're
Look,
going after him.
I'm a citizen, and I don't know what the statute of limitations are,
Yeah.
or
Well,
what the
that's
statute of
that's what
limitations
I
cover.
that's what I read.
Because
That's that.
I heard something. The statute of limitations does not cover murder, and I know it does not cover like high profile felonies or conspiracies. If you're guilty of conspiring to do damage to government property, that doesn't that there's no statute of
But
limitations on something.
this is not a January 6th thing. This is Stormy Daniels thing. The statute of
Yeah,
limitation in that case has gone a long time ago.
yeah,
So
but here's the thing: if it's investigated, just because the investigation goes on longer than the statute of limitations, that doesn't mean because it went on that they have to stop the investigating. No, they have to investigate it for the time, and they're just doing that. Again, I'm not saying Trump is guilty. I am saying yes, sweetheart. No, I'm good for now. Okay, I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm just saying that you know what, he needs his day in court. And if he's not guilty, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's going to have some really good lawyers watching his back, and more than likely he won't do. He'll be found not
uh,
guilty or not
here,
do time.
here, what? Yeah, what happens if he gets off on this one? What are they going to come after him next?
Well, he still has other things that are being
Yeah,
investigated.
everything Trump's done in the past is being investigated. That's what it seems like. That's what I'm saying. He's the most gone after person I've seen in my lifetime. Right? They're right. They're more anxious to getting him than they were Osama bin Laden. So
Well, I don't know about that because
yeah, 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 yeah.
Osama was the most
Trust
wanted.
me,
Osama was
trust
the
me,
most
trust
wanted
me on that.
person.
Hey, you know, I have a conspiracy theory about that one too, but I ain't going to go into that.
No, this is dude. Today is let's talk. You pick them. We can talk about
Okay,
anything. We can talk about
okay.
anything we want.
What have
That's
I
okay.
told you? I believed. What have I told you? I believe Osama bin Laden died on September 11th, 2001.
I'd ask you, like I am going to ask you,
They
what's the
they
proof?
they assassinated them and they flew the planes into the twin towers. So and
Oh,
then they
so
did it. Then
you believe that the whole
yeah,
uh, twin tower
secure
thing was
insurance scam.
I heard about I've read and heard about
And,
stuff like that.
insurance scam. Uh, you ever hear of a bank called Goldman Sachs?
Yes,
They were behind it.
but if no one was brought to justice over it, and there's no actually stern
Well, no
hard
one has
evidence.
been brought to justice over it. Let's, yeah, they said they found Osama bin Laden in a cave or wherever he was,
He was
and
in a complex.
apparently he was murdered and thrown into the sea, right, by the Navy SEALs that apparently was supposed to bring him home,
Hmm.
right? So I don't get it, right? I just
I personally,
I
I
think he was
personally,
dead a long time before, you know.
the only way that we know is that if we were given access, if the public was given
Yeah.
access to the tape.
I said it was a conspiracy theory. I never said it was real.
Right, right. No, I
That's
got
my
you. But
conspiracy
my thing
theory
is,
on it.
I would love to see the tapes of SEAL Team 6 going in there and cleaning house and catching. And
You never you
video
never will. The only way you see the tips of that there's a Hollywood movie. That's it. Right? We'll never see the tips.
Guys, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe and
Oh.
share the stream. If you guys want to come up, I would love to have more people come up. I'm expecting a couple more other than Brian because Brian always comes up here and gives me and spends and is company with me up here, which I appreciate, Brian.
Nah, no worries, EJ.
I gotta
No
ask
worries.
you though. I gotta ask you with the conspiracy theory about the twin towers. Okay, how come nothing has come to fruition? How come nothing has
Cover up.
come of it?
Massive cover up, right? All I know, conspiracy theory, right? We saw the two towers going, right? We saw the two planes going to the towers, right? Apparently. All right, building 7. Right?
Yeah.
That's my conspiracy. Right? People have right people I know said that was a CIA stronghold. What information? Maybe they wanted it destroyed. Right? Apparently, that building was full of CIA agents and CIA information. Maybe they wanted destroyed. Right? And if you think about it, right, 2 days, no, the day prior to 9/11, there was a press conference. So there was saying that the Pentagon lost. I forget how much money it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the Pentagon lost something like $2.3 trillion, something like that. Or I don't know how much it was, right? But they lost a lot of freaking money that they don't know where it went to, right? I believe that money was put away for the war. Hadn't, like, they said we lost it, right? But they used that there for the war efforts in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Okay, we weren't in the war at that time yet. That was the
We weren't in the war,
previous.
yeah, right? But you know what I mean? Like, they used that for the next, they put away some of that money for, for the war effort, And we all know what war is, a money laundering exercise.
Well, one thing we do know about
Oh,
war is profitable,
yeah,
and because it's so profitable, we get into wars at the drop of a hat, and I don't
yeah.
like that idea because
Uh,
it's so easy. It's so easy to send people that are middle class to lower class to get
yeah,
into to go out there and fight your fights for you.
yeah. And
More,
Hallie,
you know what
right?
I'd like to see? I'd like to see these politicians get up there and do the fighting themselves.
Oh, yeah,
That's what
right.
I'd love to see.
Yeah, right. Look at companies like Halliburton, right? Who was a major player. Look how much money they made during the Iraq and Afghanistan wars, right? They made billions
Right, you got people that play
of
both sides.
government contracts, right? And
You got
other
people.
federal contracts.
Yeah, you got people that play both sides. They sell
Yeah,
arms and technology to both
yeah.
sides.
So,
That's
that,
how come I said war is always profitable.
yeah,
I'm tired
wars,
of
war is profitable if you're in the right place to do, if you're in the right position to make money off it.
here's one of my biggest problems with war and the United States getting themselves involved in stuff that I feel they shouldn't be involved in. I understand that United, according to the UN and the way
I
the
don't trust them either.
hold
Come
on
on.
a second, hold on. According to the UN and the way things work, it seems as though the United States is the one that's leaned on the most when any type of military support is needed. Yet
Yeah,
when we go and show that military support, we're the first ones to be hated on.
yeah,
And
yeah,
we're in the trouble that we're in right now because we have our hands into so many different things that you lose track. The public loses track, and it's not fair to the veterans. It's not fair to the soldiers that are down on the ground that are ground pounding this whole thing. Hold on, Coco says
yeah,
on September 10th, the day before 9/11, the House of Representatives were grilling the Pentagon about the missing $1 trillion, and the next day 9/11 happened.
yeah. That
So
but there was a press conference, right? They came out, and usually they have this is why it's so weird, right? Usually they have the press conferences on the Monday morning. They had the press conference that day on the Sunday night, right? If the Pentagon are going to do a press conference, usually it's on something big like that, they're usually it's on the Monday morning. So, right. So you announce it tonight. That's the big news, and then suddenly 9/11 is the big news, right? Everything's taken off the Pentagon, right? All the eyes are taken off. The Pentagon's attacked. Oh, it's right. But what part of the Pentagon was attacked? Because there's experts who drive planes, right? Who tried to make that crash in a simulator. They can't do it on a 747 Boeing jet simulator, right? They tried to make that journey as the official story. They can't make that crash. These are expert, pilots.
All right. Here's the thing about that, Ryan, and I'm going to be very clear. All right, so just so everyone understands. Okay, first of all, anything's possible, and the trajectory. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the trajectory.
The trajectory
of the plane coming in. All right. And making such a little hole. Well,
yeah, but just not the little hole, right?
Let me finish.
It's apparently the angle of the official, right? The angle of where the plane is, right? They say, right, there's expert pilots, and I believe like there's a thing of over 100 pilots have tried to do that on simulation, on simulators, and they can't do it.
Okay.
These are professional pilots, right?
I get what you mean. But you got to remember the person behind that was flying the plane was not a professional pilot, and errors were made. And it wasn't like the building was hit in a specific way at a specific angle to do a specific amount of damage. Now, just like you say, no one has been those people weren't able to do it. But physics and mathematics show that plane was totally capable of coming in at the angle that it did to hit and do the little physical damage that you see because the plane came at an angle.
I assume the only physics and mathematics that can support that theory is the Pentagon's.
Let me say what's up, Red Z Mac. How you doing? Welcome to Red. How you doing? You're more than welcome to come up here, Red, if you want to talk. We're talking about anything. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This is my friend Brian Hardy.
I just said I'm pretty sure the only physics and mathematics who say that can be done is coming from the Pentagon itself. Right.
Well, according to the study that was done, they found it possible. Until I see some hard evidence, otherwise I gotta take the story. Do I believe everything? I don't believe everything. All right.
I believe. You know what I believe?
I gotta take what they're giving me.
You know what I believe, EJ? Nothing. I was coming from the government. I believe nothing. Now, and this is the thing, right? If the government tell me something, I automatically don't believe it. And
I feel you.
They have lied so many times that it is right unbelievable, right? If the government told me tomorrow that the sky was blue, I wouldn't believe them.
Of course you would.
That's just not the American government. That's the Irish government. That's the English government. That's any fucking government because they all lie. They all got the same agenda. They're all right. Right. You know what the big story should be in the news.
No. What should the big story be?
Xi Jinping and Putin have done a freaking deal, right? Putin supplies oil, Ping supplies weapons, right? China and Russia working together. There's a threat to American national security,
Most definitely.
right? That's the big story, right? But they got you with the Stormy Daniels bullshit because they don't want to show you how inept Joe Biden and his administration is for letting that happen. That's the big story.
You know what? I understand where you're coming from with that.
No,
But
that's the
it's,
big story.
but
That I came up here right and you said Trump's indicted. That was your not
yeah,
Xi
Trump's indicted.
Jinping
That was
and
it.
here, right? Not Xi Jinping and Putin is working together, right? Putin supplies oil to China. China supplies weapons to Ping, or China supplies weapons to Russia, right?
Right.
That that's the story, right? But is that being talked about in the news? Nope.
Actually, it has been. It's just not in the foreground. And
That's not
it's
exactly
not
right.
it's not in the foreground. And I understand where you're coming from with that because sometimes, in my opinion, they concentrate too much on stories that are filled with fluff and stuff like that. But the whole president getting indicted is a big thing because this is something historic. It has never
Mm.
happened before. All right, so it has to be treated that way. But you're right; they're not treating the whole China Russia thing with the respect that it
They're
deserves,
not treating it at all. They're
or with
not.
the concern that people should have.
They're not.
What's
Yeah,
up,
they're not.
Pounds? Buckseo, how you doing? Welcome.
Right.
We're just talking about random stuff. It's not. It doesn't have to be about boxing. We're just talking about whatever you guys want to talk about.
Yeah. But they're not.
Coco says
They're not.
EJ's
They're
like,
not.
let's get back to boxing.
Yeah. Yeah. They're not. They're not. They're not treating it. They're not treating it at all. Right. Right. That should be the main story in the cover. Right. I believe Trump. I believe the Trump story is a distraction, and the reason it's coming out now is it's a distraction.
Well,
Right.
I've told you and Jedi stuff like that. They use shit as distraction. Jedi has said it plenty of times. Yeah, I,
Yeah.
I totally see. I
Yeah.
totally see shit like that going down. They'll put up some fluff story to distract people
Right.
from what there is. Like
I try.
especially when very important pieces of legislation
Yeah.
is trying to get passed and pushed through, and they don't want you to know what's going on in there. You
Yeah.
know, and they focus on something else
Yeah.
totally not on this subject. And yeah, that's a thing. It's
A man.
constantly going on.
A man walks into a school, shoots three kids and free. Right.
Right.
Free kids and free adults. Right.
Hmm.
A man. Right. I don't give a shit about this transgender bullshit. Is a man.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah, but actually, RIP, and God bless those families.
Yes. Exactly.
Also, my condolences to the families
Yeah.
of all the people that were lost. I,
And
I was afraid. I was afraid they were going to make that school shooting. They were going to take it the wrong way. I don't care what the person's gender was. I don't care what the person's sexual orientation or what they fucking wanted. What their goddamn uh, pronouns are. They
yeah.
took 3 kids' lives and 3
Yeah.
adult lives.
Yeah.
No reason
Right.
for it. And kudos to the cops that went in there and took care of business.
100%.
Kudos to the
100.
cops that went in there and took care of business.
Yeah. 100%. And yes, to the families, my condolences. Right. It doesn't matter. Right. I don't give a shit who you are. You walk into a school of all places and you start shooting. Right. And you kill innocent people. Right. If the police take you alive or you come out dead, you deserve what you get when they go in. When they
Yeah.
go in for the shooter. Right.
I'm actually gonna agree with Coco the Bulldog. Trump getting indicted, but nothing will come of it. Just like a waste of time and money. I actually that's what I believe. I don't think anything's gonna come of it, Coco. I really don't. they're making a big thing about it in the press and everything. Oh, it's historic.
Uh,
Yes, it's historic.
CNN all over it.
It's historic, but yeah, but
They're-
listen, don't say CNN is all over it because Fox is all over it too, and they're spinning it a different way. So please,
yeah. No, no, I know.
both
I
sides
know.
of the news are working it.
I know, right? But see, there are certain presenters over there in CNN are ejaculating right now, hoping, right? Biden stepped on a stage the last day about the shooting, and he said the only reason I'm down here is they offered me ice cream, right? Before he goes on, right? There's your president of the United States, right? A
Wait,
guy who's
repeat that whole thing. I missed what you said. Say that again.
well, Biden comes down about the shooting. And before he goes on stage, he goes to before the well, not the cameras, right? Because people were filming, right? But he goes to the crowd before the official thing starts filming. He goes, "The only reason I'm down here is that they offered me ice cream, and I love ice cream. I got a whole thing. I got a whole thing upstairs when I go upstairs, right? That's the only reason he was down in the press room. They offered him ice cream. He said that, right? And then he goes on and he does a speech. And I could show you that video if you want me to show you.
Oh, if you got video to show, you're more than dude. This is your channel. How many times I gotta tell you and Jedi and the rest of you guys?
Yeah.
Just because y'all give me shit and Jedi's don't mean that y'all can't talk the same way over here.
Yeah. No, I know. Here, oh,
I'll let you get that up there. I got Red Z. What you say here? You said I think it should be me more than Trump getting taken in. No, Red Z, you shouldn't go in for nothing. You're too. First of all, sweetheart, you hot. Hot girls don't go to jail. You understand? They're not allowed to go to jail.
here. Yeah, I found it on YouTube Shorts. Give me a okay. There's the link.
Oh, it's in private chat. Okay, hold on a second.
It's on YouTube Shorts.
Open a new tab. Let me throw this over here. Oops. All right, I'm gonna share this with you guys. 1 second. As soon as it lets me. All right. Present. Share screens. Here we go. And this is from Sky News. Okay, yeah. You're not the most reputable news company, but I see where you're going with this. I'll play it. Give me a second. Let me share.
I just grabbed the first one up there. That was like 100.
Yeah, of course. Anything negative is going to be on Fox or Sky.
This horrific story out of Nashville where a 28-year-old woman has shot dead 3 students and 3 adults at a Christian school. Now, news networks crossed to President Joe Biden, who was set to address the media on the tragedy, but instead they got this.
From the White House.
My name is Joe Biden. I'm Dr. Joe Biden's husband. And I ate Jenny's ice cream, chocolate chip. I came down because I heard there was chocolate chip ice cream. By the way, I have a whole refrigerator full upstairs. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. God. Ben, how are you, pal? One of the best guys in the United States Congress, Ben Cardin.
Yeah, now I see it. I know what you're talking about. You still there, Brian?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Okay, but I am going to say this. Plenty of presidents have come in trying to lighten the mood. Plenty of presidents, because there's plenty of times where I heard Trump make inexcusable and really offhand remarks about certain certain things happened to people while they were on the freeway making jokes about it, and I thought it was inappropriate. But all presidents do that. Clinton made a few off color comments. It's nothing uncommon. So yeah, it is what it is. Biden's an idiot. I didn't say he was the perfect president, but you know he's definitely proved lacking on a few things.
A lot of things. For me. All right.
What's up, Daniel Berry, Sports Highlight? How you doing, brother? Welcome, welcome to my channel. I appreciate you stopping by here and hanging out.
I wouldn't put Joe Biden in charge of handling a potato gun. Never mind the United States of America.
Well, that's how I felt about Trump too, and I still feel that way.
Yeah, but
I mean,
Trump,
listen, just so you
Trump's done a
understand,
better job
I'm
than
not a
Biden.
big.
Come on.
And make sure you understand, I'm not a big old Biden. I'm not a big old Biden fan. You've already seen my videos chewing him out on shit that he's lacking on during his presidency. So don't think that I'm going to sit up here and defend Biden for any bullshit that's going on there. That's that thing you just showed me. Yeah, that was off color. That was definitely uncalled for. Shouldn't have done it, but it happens. All presidents do it. You know, everybody has issue with one president or another. So it is what it is.
He's not the only president I've ever had an issue with in my lifetime, and he won't be the last. Right? There's something, right? And instead of going to the place where he's shooting, they announced today he's coming to Ireland, which, you know, I hope his freaking plane crashes when he lands. Tell you the truth, if it did, I'd no sympathy for him. You know, it could crash at a certain angle, you know, near Pentagon or something. I don't care. But
you know,
show us how it's done.
For him, man.
show us how it's done properly. You know, do something. His pilots do something. You know, 100 or so plus pilots can't do. No, but
Brian, my thing is, I don't. Just because I don't like let's say I made it more obvious, I don't like Trump. I don't wish him harm. I don't wish Biden harm. I don't wish anybody harm that I don't like, or I have I disagree with them politically. My thing is this: when it comes to this country, the country I love so much, I want things better than what they are now. I want better for my kids, and my kids want better for their kids. And that's all we can hope to accomplish, is to make things better. And the one thing that you can do to make things better for this country is be more wary of what's going on in your states, what's going on in Congress, what's going on in the state Senate and in the federal Senate. You need to be worried about what's going on. You have to be up to date on all the issues. And if you are, then you will make the right decision. Now, when you vote, that's a personal thing. That's your decision on what you agree with.
Yeah.
You got to pick what candidate best aligns with your needs. All right.
Yeah.
That's where it becomes personal.
Yeah. Let me put it to you like this, AJ, right? Everyone I've ever elected or everyone I've ever voted for, when it comes to running my country, has never been elected. Because I completely disagree with the people. It's the same people in the same parties in this country get in over and over and over again, right? I've never chosen them. They've never done anything right for this country. In my opinion, yeah.
There's a level of frustration that goes with that, and I understand
right?
that frustration.
And here's the thing, right? I never would have voted for Joe Biden either. But prior to 2000, and when prior to 2018, was it not 2020, right? prior to 2020, I never would have voted for Biden. And I said that at the time. I still believe that. Right? Talking about, I think he's a puppet. Right? He's not running the show. Other people are, and he's just there as the window dressing. And that's the way of most presidents.
That's basically how it is until
Um,
the people take more control and actually are very self-conscious of their decisions when they vote, because we can affect what goes on.
Yeah,
We
you
can affect what
can
goes
affect, right? You can, right? The thing is, right, when you got two parties trying to jock for position, and that's all it is, right? Two parties, basically, no independent, whoever won president.
The only thing
Jesse Ventura,
the independent parties do is end up being able to hurt one of the two major parties,
yeah,
and that's how they affect the election.
yeah, right. What's his name, right? When Jesse Ventura, he was an independent when he won the governor of forget the name of the place.
Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota. When he became, I'm having problems with my speakers. Pop back in the night.
No problem. Don't worry about it.
I can barely hear you. So
no, all right. He'll be coming back in. But yeah, I'm a proponent of be aware of what the issues are, and when it comes to voting, guys, please, I hope you guys do vote. I really do. I hope you guys do vote. It's important that you vote, no matter what side you're with. Hold on 1 second, Brian. No matter what side you're with, what your political beliefs are. You need to make sure your voice is heard. Your voice is heard, and the only way to do that is to make sure you get involved in your parties, affairs. You vote who you want to vote for. Now, sometimes the person you vote for doesn't win, but the fact that you let your voice be heard is the most important thing.
yeah,
All
well,
right?
I've never come out knowing inside of that. So, right, I just want a freaking change in the government, and even the prop up government. The set, like if there was another choice, they're insufficient too. It doesn't matter basically which way I vote, because this country is screwed from the top to the bottom. Well, especially from the top. But right, what was it? Jesse Ventura, when he became governor, and he ran as an independent, right? He said it himself, right? He was taken into a room with about 20 people, right? And it was a dark room, right? And he couldn't see nobody. There was a light on him, and people asking him questions. How did he become governor as an independent? Did you ever hear that story?
No, I haven't. But
Yeah.
I'll definitely look for it. If Jesse said it, he usually puts all of his stuff out there.
Yeah, right.
He usually puts all of his stuff out
right.
there. I haven't heard that one.
And the goal was right, for an independent never to win again in that state. That was the goal of their investigation. They wanted to know how he won as an independent. And I think it was both. He said he believed it was both party people from parties, the Democrats and the Republicans. They wanted to know how he won. How he stepped up as an independent and won.
I could totally see that happening.
Right.
See that happening because the Democrats and the Republicans don't want people messing their shit up. And independents, the Green, what was it? The Green Party.
Yeah,
and that was parties, the Libertarian parties. They don't like these guys to win.
Yeah,
but they do win because they win. They win up in Maine because I think you got an independent governor up there now.
Yeah. That was just for governor, right? he goes right on the night of his inauguration. He was handed an envelope, right? He was handed an envelope to meet these people here. There was a man out there waiting for him. Took him into a dark room, right? Stood him in the middle of the room, and a bright light was flashed on him, and he couldn't see because of the light, right?
Did you got the video of this, of him saying this story? Because I'd like to see it.
Yeah, yeah, I seen it years ago, but if I find it, I'll definitely pass it on.
Yeah, because I'd really like to.
And he said there was like 20 people. He said there was like 20 people in the room asking him questions. Basically, how did he win as an independent? Right, and he said it was really intense. He said it lasted like an hour of them just asking him questions. It was like an investigation for them. I think he took them by surprise, right, when he won, because he wasn't meant to win. So, you know, he definitely wasn't favorite at the beginning of the race. So they sort of took his candidacy as a joke. You know, so this is what he said, right? And yeah, the people are just asking him questions, right? So it just shows you that, you know, the system is in a way rigged, right? And if that's just for governor, right? If that's just for governor, imagine the pressure of becoming president of the United States, right? Especially right when you're against the establishment. And when I mean against the establishment, just how things are working in Washington, maybe wanting to see something different. You know, maybe actually trying to help people, you know, like Americans, even though your manner and the way you do it is not right, right? So, and Trump might have ran as a Republican for me, and he definitely has what I would call conservative views, but I never felt he was a part of their party. Not legitimately, anyway, you know?
Well, there's something that I heard and I agree with. There's something that I heard, and I heard this on TikTok actually, that when Trump had asked for certain Russians to do an investigation and find out, you know, get information. This is just story I heard on TikTok. You know, apparently Trump has a lot of shit over a lot of people over on Capitol Hill. My thought, and the thought of a lot of TikTokers, is, well, fucking let that information loose so we can get rid of every last one of them, whether they be Republicans, Democrats, independents, fucking, I don't care. Let all that information loose. And if that self-incriminates Trump too, so be it. But let us see all that, or let's give us all that information so we can get rid of all the dirty players.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but I can't in good conscience say that, and be on the side of a person that takes advantage of loopholes in the government, brags about it, gets elected, and then cries about him being persecuted. I'm not going to sit here and let that fly.
Every president has taken advantage of loopholes,
and no one should get away with it. And this is how.
Yeah, and the fact is, right? And the fact is,
hold on, Brian. This is why.
No, the fact is, right, EJ, right? I agree with you. No one should get away with it, right? And here's the thing, right? They will catch Trump out in some bogus charge, right?
Do you see how you automatically say bogus? Until,
well, you know,
if he's brought up against a jury of his peers, and we look at the evidence, then we'll see if it's bogus or not. But until then, it's all this is right now, right? Is that they felt they found enough evidence to try the guy. That doesn't mean he's guilty. It's just they found enough evidence on this particular case to try him. That doesn't mean he's guilty, Brian. It just means there was evidence. And they're going to take the evidence and try to convict him. If
Yeah.
a jury of his
But
peers
if
don't
they
convict him,
took the evidence of everyone, right? Every past president, even the current president, right? If they took evidence on every single one of them would be indicted at some point.
all right, but right now Trump is indicted. So let's worry
Yeah,
about
right.
that one right now.
Every one of them would be convicted, right? Because I believe every single one of them has done things that, guilt. And I'm not talking when they were president, right? I'm talking before they were presidents, right? You don't get to that job without, breaking some law, some rule, some,
But that I'm not going to say that's true because it is
that's
possible.
true.
No, it is possible to get up in politics without having to step on toes, without having to break the law. And those are the people you want. You got to look for them. You have to study the people that you follow politically. All right. You can't let anyone get away with anything because if you do, then you making a bed that you're not going to want to lie in later. Like, don't think it wasn't a headhunt when Clinton was on trial, when Clinton was getting impeached. That was a headhunt. Everybody, all the Democrats were saying it's a headhunt, just like all the Republicans are saying, or a good portion of the Republicans are saying this is a headhunt. All right, this is just the fucking way the politics works. And I, for one, don't go for it. If he gets convicted, if they find enough evidence and he is convicted by a jury of his peers, I don't want to hear the excuse that it's a headhunt. He got convicted. But if he's not convicted, I don't personally think anything's going to come of this. I personally don't think anything's going to come of this. They're making more out of it than what it actually is. So this motherfucker, so this motherfucker fucked the porn star. So Bill Clinton got his dick sucked by a fucking by his secretary. So fucking what?
Yeah. The difference is, right?
The difference is because it's Trump? No, the difference
No.
is
The difference is, right, when Clinton got his dick sucked, he was in office. When Thing fucked the porn star, that was way before office.
Yeah, but if you're using hush money and that hush money comes from political sources.
Do you know how many people I should have said this, right? Somebody should have told Hillary Clinton that the coronavirus was going to testify against her that would have been dead within 24 hours. Right? They would have killed the coronavirus within 24 hours. Right? I forget her name, right? She was going to testify Clinton raped her, apparently.
You're not talking about the secretary, right? The one that was
no, someone else, right? They were doing a kiss, right? She ended up dying in a car accident.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. All right. Continue.
Right. This woman apparently came out and said Bill Clinton raped her. Right. It never even got to trial, right? Because less than 24 hours after she made the claim,
that girl is still alive.
No, it's another girl. It's another girl.
Hold on, let me pull this up. You're talking about Juanita Broderick. Is that who you're talking about?
I think so. Yeah.
Hold on. One second. I gotta look this up.
Yeah. She made an accusation. 24 hours later, she was dead. There's all the whole
No,
case of people.
she lives on a 23-acre ranch, and she's still alive.
Yeah, there was another woman too, apparently. So,
Because the accusation was it happened in the 70s. She's saying it happened to her in the 70s, and she reported it during Clinton's reelection. And that's
yeah,
when she brought it up.
yeah.
But yeah, but no, she's still alive.
There was another one too. I remember watching a documentary on it years ago, so I don't know how reliable that was. You know,
Let me put
but
it this way. Let me do the search.
I can't find it.
I'm gonna go like this. How many people accused Okay, let's see. Okay, full list of Bill Clinton's. I'm trying to. How many people? Ooh, man, you got on a depressing subject, man. I was trying to be more upbeat.
Okay. I'm sorry.
No. Hey, we're here. We're down this. We are
Yeah.
down this rabbit hole. It's too
Okay.
late.
In November 2000, here, I want to read this, right? It's just right. Give me a second. In November 2017, within the Democratic Party, told author and former foreign editor of Newsweek, Edward Keefe, that Clinton was being accused of sexual assault by 4 women.
Okay, so that's Juanita Broderick, Kathleen Willie, Paula Jones, Leslie Milwee. Those are the people that accused Bill Clinton of misconduct. We'll just say. And hold on a second. Yep, all those people are still alive. They're all still alive. Now, what there was some shady shit that went on in some business dealings that were going on with the Clintons, where people
Yeah.
ended up dead. Former business partners ended up dead.
Yeah.
you know, that were close to the Clintons, and they ended up dead. Now that I know of,
Yeah.
but these women that put these allegations up there, they're all still alive.
Yeah. 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 I don't know where I saw that there documentary years ago, so that could have been bullshit made up. You know?
But it is what it is. But let's lighten the mood a little, all right? Because I want to lighten the mood just a little bit. And how do I lighten the mood? Are you ready?
In the red corner, Leonard B. Davis.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Please. Please, get the fuck out of here, man.
Okay. Just right. Sorry. I just wanted to lighten the mood up a little bit. But do me a favor, Brian, because you know this stuff. Because there's a lot of receipts with these type of things. I do not want to. That's how come I spent the time to get up there and look on the internet. I'm not going to sit here and say you're wrong, and I'm not going to sit here and say you're right. You know what I mean? I'm going to sit here and say I'm going to look for receipts. Can you hear me, Brian?
Yeah, my battery on my phone died, so I'm on my tablet now.
Oh, okay, I got you there. But see,
I didn't realize it was at 1%.
that's how I am. I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna. I don't want to go with you're wrong or you're right. I want to pull up receipts, and that's how come when you said this person died, that's how come I looked it up. And no, everyone that accused him of sexual misconduct are still alive. What's up, Friesen? There's a bunch of people that were associated with the Clintons who died from suicide. Yes, that's what I.
Yeah.
Yep, Friesen. Friesen got it right there. Exactly.
Including Epstein. So
Yeah, there's a. Oh man, I would love to know the names. And
I want to know every
Epstein.
single name on that list.
I want to know
I've been
every
calling
single
that out for
name.
2 years, right? I've been calling out for that list for 2 years. I want to know every single name on that list.
But if the people that are on that list are still in power or have influence, that list ain't gonna come out. I mean, they say he died of suicide. We know he didn't die of suicide. We know somebody took care of him because there was way too much on that list. Way too much, way too powerful people. And we need those people, all right? Just so you and I, Brian, can be on the same page. We need all those people on that list out of government. And depending on how bad they did, they need to be taken out and unalived and made sure they are never to reproduce again. That's how
I was up to be right. I'll take out all the normal people out of Washington and just nuke the place. It was up to me. Leave all the put in all the politicians. Just nuke it.
I have issue with anyone. I have issue with anyone that's on the House as a representative for more than 20 or 30 years. I can see 20 years. I can see 20 years. All right. I can see 20 years. But to be in government and to be as influential as as a Nancy Pelosi or as a what's the Republican guy there? The guy that looks like Old McDonald. What the fuck is his name? Well,
I know the guy you're on, but I forget his name.
You know, Nancy Pelosi been in government way too long, and what's his name? McMillan? Is it McMillan? I can't even remember his name right now. But this guy's been in the House actually, he's been a senator for like the better part of fucking 25, 30 years. Come on, man. Seriously? You don't have
Did
your
you just
finger
do
on
Joe Biden? Did you just do? Come on, man.
McConnell. There you go.
McConnell, right? Mitch McConnell. Yeah.
Mitch McConnell does not have. Hold on a second. Mitch McConnell does not have his finger on the pulse of his constituents. by a long shot.
No, he
So
doesn't.
you gotta
He
do-
doesn't.
Pelosi and McConnell, both of them need to go. Anyone that's been in on Capitol Hill, as long as those two have, need to go.
Did you
We
just do a
need
Joe
term
Biden?
limit.
Though?
We need yeah, Joe Biden included.
No, no. Did you just do? Come on, man.
Oh, shut up.
You did a Joe Biden. I wanted to say that right away, but you
That's
thought,
not a Joe Biden. That's an electrojet. That's something I've done all my life. But
come
my
on,
thing is that he could have left Congress a long time ago. He could have still ran for the presidency. I think, yeah, I'm okay with that. But to be in politics that fucking long, no. You need to put new blood in there. You need people in there that have their finger on the pulse of their constituents to be able to know what's actually going on in their counties, in their jurisdictions, not these people that are just there for themselves. Any politicians that's up on Capitol Hill for 40 years or more, they're not there for the people that voted for them. They're there for themselves. It's a career now to them, and that's a lifetime career. And they get so many. They don't need it. We don't need
can I rephrase that?
Sure.
Any politician right now on Capitol Hill is corrupt. All of them. Every single one of them. There's not one fighting.
There's a couple I like. I like Booker. I think Booker is good. I think I don't see. I like Booker. I like. I'm sorry, but I like AOC. But you guys, I know you don't. I know Jedi don't. But I like AOC because AOC goes into her neighborhoods, and she actually talks with the people that she represents, and she does it on the regular. I respect that. I respect my senator here from New Mexico because he has town hall meetings here all the time, and he actually talks to people on the phone from his jersey, from the area that voted him in, and I like that. That's what you need up there. You can't have these lifetime politicians up there. They gotta go. We need what do you call it? What's the term restrictions? You know, we need term limits. We can't have these guys up there that long.
I understand. I understand what you're saying about. I understand what you're saying about AOC. So I understand what you're saying about AOC. She goes into her people and right. I do not like her ideas.
I get it, and because
I think her ideas are very.
She is very left.
Yeah.
I'm not. I have no delusions. I have no illusions.
Yeah, but I understand what you say about her going into her constituents and all this here, right? I understand that, right? But her ideas are, I don't know how to describe it, are dangerous.
You know what? I need to rephrase what I said. I like what she does. Because I need to rephrase that because it came out wrong. I like the fact that she is proactive and she engages her constituents. That's the type of politician that I want representing me. Do I like her ideas? I know her ideas are way the fuck out there. She is so left, it's not funny.
Dangerous is. I was trying to be nice when I was saying dangerous. I think her ideas are legit crazy. Tell you the truth.
I think you know what I like. Red Z. I think the Green New Deal is bullshit. I think that you can work between the fossil fuels we got because it's affecting a lot of jobs right now. Right now, it's affecting a lot of jobs. And you need to be able to transition. You need the time to transition from one to another. So before you go green, you have to go. You have to get people used to it, and you still need the fossil fuels. We still need the coal. You can't just cut it off like that. And we have oil in Alaska. We have oil in Texas. we should be able to utilize that oil and not import oil from OPEC,
Yep.
from Peru, or from any other place. We have enough oil
From
in
Russia.
the United States. In the United States, we need to utilize that stuff and then teach these companies to go from fossil fuels to more green deals and be able to come up with new technologies. That's what we need to do. And
For
it
me,
takes time. You can't just flip a switch and go like
yeah,
that.
right.
So
For
I have
me,
to
right?
agree with
For
Greg.
me, for me, right? The Green Deal, right? It's good. It's good in principle. I get, right. For me, the technology is not there, for the Green Deals yet, right? The destruction of this planet, as they're saying, global warming, all this bullshit. 10 years ago, it was something else. 10 years before that, the sea levels will rise. 10 years before that, there was another thing, right? They go through this period every 10 years trying to fearmonger. And that's all they do, right? It's a fearmonger game, right? See how much money they can get off the next idea, right? The next idea is the sea levels ain't rising, but we're sinking into the sea. That's the next idea, right? From these government officials, the sea level ain't rising, but we're sinking, right? And the next 10 years we'll be sinking, right? Or whatever it is, whatever it is, right? It's all bullshit. You know it's bullshit. I know it's bullshit. They just don't have the technology for the green deals yet.
No,
The ideas there, but the technology ain't. Technology hasn't caught up with with their plans.
no, I get you. And my thing is this. And you Red Z, holy smokes, you are fucking completely informed. Red Z, you gotta get up here, girl. Let's talk. Shit. Yeah, I know you can drink. I know you can drink a lot, but you should get up here and let's talk about this. I like your smarts in this. You're very intelligent. Thank you. Thank you for
Yeah, I'd love that though, right? Geez, I haven't had a female drinking partner in a long time. If you come up, I might start drinking again. Just just for the crack. But
Freezing Boxing says it used to be the next ice age. Then they changed it to global warming. Now it's climate change. It's all about all right. All right. To those of you that
that's
don't
just not
know,
about control. It's about profit and control.
yes, it
let's
is. But here's the wait. You gotta first of all, you guys gotta get the notion out of your head that it's just one party trying to take advantage of these.
I never said it wasn't
All right,
on
because
this subject.
just
I
so
never said it
everyone
wasn't.
knows, these two parties they're two sides of the same fucking coin. I really wish people understand that. The Democratic Party, and because people think I'm a Democrat and I'm not. I don't vote a party. I vote my conscience. All right. There's a big difference.
Yeah.
I
And-
vote
and
for who
if
I
I-
think is going to do the job that best
Yeah.
covers my interests.
And
That
and
being said,
if I was an American EJ, right, I would rather shit myself in the head than vote Joe Biden. And
well,
that's
that's
my
you.
conscience.
I would
That's
rather
my
see-
conscience.
That's yours. That's fine.
That's my conscience too. That
My
is my and that was prior to 2020. Right? That was my conscience. I would have rather shoot myself in the head than vote Joe Biden. In.
All right, but
Right? That's my conscience.
All right, here's my conscience on it. I had to look at it as a voter. I had to look at it like this. There's no way I was going to vote for Trump again because his policies and me do not intermix. His rhetoric and me do not intermix.
Well,
All right, so I had to choose between voting for Joe Jorgensen, all right, who's a fucking nut, but some of her ideas kind of align with mine. All right, and then choose between that or Joe Biden, whose more ideas are more in line with what I believe in. Most, not all, don't get me wrong. So those were my choices. I wasn't going to vote for Trump. But if I voted for Jorgensen, all that would have done was taken away a vote for Biden. All right. So what do I do? How do I think about this? All right.
Yeah.
In good conscience, I would have to vote for the person that closest fits my needs. Joe
Yeah.
Biden closest fits my
How's that
needs.
working out
Does
for
he?
you?
It's not doing bad. Dude, I just bought a property.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. I'm not saying that's because of Biden. That's because of what I did. All right, but I'm able to buy the property. I'm able to hold on to the property. I could probably fix the property. Is that because of Biden? Is that because of Trump? No, that's because of the effort I put in, that my wife put in, that our families contributed into. It's not
Yeah.
because of politics. What's going to help me now because of politics is me being able to fix that property.
Yeah. All I know, right, is since Joe Biden become president, my electricity bill has not doubled, not trebled, not quadrupled. It's 5 times more than it was prior to when Donald Trump was in office. Thank you, Joe Biden. Right?
But you're in Ireland. How is it that all right? You got to explain that to me.
Because what affects America, right, affects us. When America is doing well and is profitable, Ireland's doing well and profitable, right? When gas prices go up in America, gas prices go up around the world. When electricity goes up in America, electricity goes up around the world. Only I think it's more expensive here than it is. It goes up further here than it is in America, right? All I know is I'm paying 5 times more now than I was when Joe Biden was in office or when Donald Trump was in office, right? Because our government hasn't changed, right? Our government hasn't changed since Trump and Biden. Our government never fucking changes. It's the same people getting in Fine Gael or Fianna Fáil, right? Getting power, right? They're doing a power share at the moment. Our
Hold on,
government.
let me welcome someone to the stream. Redzy, how you doing,
What up?
sweetheart?
How
Welcome
you
to
doing?
I hope you don't
Hello.
mind the political talk. We'll probably veer off eventually, but right now we're just on here because I'm trying to get the word out.
Well,
Don't be cool.
Oh no, I don't mind at all.
Okay.
Yeah, not at all. Politics are they're frustrating, obviously here in America.
Very.
But
They're
the
frustrating
reason
everywhere.
why, yeah, but the reason why our politics generally affect everybody else is because, well, obviously America is the big corporation. Everything is all the trading, all that bullshit is basically ran through here.
It's
Yeah.
treated,
And
yeah, the United States is definitely treated
yeah,
like
so
a corporation.
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
no,
Right.
we're actually deemed a corporation. I want to say, what? When was it? That's why we're in such bad debt.
Yeah.
Are you talking
And
about when we went from when we went from the gold note to the silver note, and then from the silver note we went to what was it? We're no longer on precious metals. What are we on now? What's it called?
Fossil fuels.
No. As far as our economic
yeah.
Oh,
stability is
You're
no longer based on
you're
oh
on
yeah,
MasterCard.
our
You're
currency is nothing.
your economy's on MasterCard.
Wait,
Yeah.
let me respond to Friesen. Friesen, as far as the rhetoric of Trump, it's I was bothered, and this I'm just going to use this one example. Okay, I was bothered when the whole situation came up with the bill for the what do you call it, for the veterans to be able to not have to go to the where they can go to a private doctor instead of having to go to the government assigned doctor. I can't remember the names of everything, but that was a bill that was signed
The VA, they don't have to go to the VA. They can go
Yeah, the VA.
to,
That was
yeah.
a bill that was introduced and signed into on Obama's watch, and I didn't like the way it bothered me, the way that Trump was trying to take credit for that. He had nothing to do with it. The only thing that he had to do with it was updating the bill. It's still the same bill. It was just updated, and he tried to take credit for it. And then on top of that, I didn't like the way he listen. Just because him and McCain were opponents, that's fine. Just because him and McCain didn't agree on certain things, that's fine. Y'all can disagree. That's fine. But to say some of the stuff he said about a war hero, a veteran, to make a blanket statement that he said, that disgusted me.
Yeah.
It disgusted me to no end, and I can't forgive something like that.
What,
But yeah,
what
the gold
about
standard. That's what I was thinking of, the gold standard.
yeah? What about Kamala Harris? Right, when she said she was one of the people. When she said she was one of the people on that bus.
No, but listen. I'm saying I was asked a specific question. I'm not going to go into the whataboutisms because we could spend all day. We could spend all day about whataboutisms.
Yeah.
Like he asked me specifically, what about him?
Yeah.
What rhetoric of his that left a foul taste in my. And those were two examples. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. But that's it.
Let me
the big
kind of
thing.
expand on that a little bit. Like, the thing with Trump is, I'll be quite honest. I mean, my family were originally from the East Coast or from New York. Like, I get it. I understand him. He is a quintessential New Yorker. He's got a big mouth. He says what the fuck he feels, and he just don't give a fuck how it, you know what I mean, how you feel
Comes
about
off.
it.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's
Exactly. That's what got him
he's
the
not
presidency.
he's not being like brash or like attacking anybody on purpose. He's a, like I said, a quintessential New Yorker. Like, that's just, like, I understand that about him. Do I think some of the shit he says is fucking, like, really, bro? Why?
Yeah.
You're creating
He's
problems
stupid.
for yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. He's stupid in the way he says things. Right.
Right.
Do I,
But
here,
at the end of the day,
here's my
yeah.
thing with Trump. Right. And
Yeah.
I honestly believe this. Right. At the end of the day, right? Do I think he tried to do what was best for the United States of America?
Absolutely.
And that's where I ally with Trump, right? I honestly believe he might have came off brash, he might have said stupid stuff and all that bullshit. I honestly believe, right, he tried to do what was best for not right. And as I say, EJ, right, it's a ripple effect, right? When America is doing well, the rest of the world is well, you know, right? My
Those are the
Ireland,
big
what
things.
right? If you look at it, right, when America's doing shit with my lifetime, right? When America's going through the bad moments, right? There was the thing in 2008, right? When the banks collapsed, right? Everyone here got it. Like, our budget just our budgets just slashed overnight. It was, right? The people had to freaking pay for it. It seemed like every single penny we were getting was going to the EU. That, you know, the European Union, right? Jobs were cut. The building industry went under overnight here in the last 10 years, right? Building, more people have been homeless in the last 10 years. This is God's honest truth. Since that economic collapse of 2008, you know, the last 15 years or whatever it was, more people are homeless now here the last 15 years than they have been the last 100 years.
We got the same
In
problem
Ireland.
over here. We got more people that are homeless,
Right?
homeless and on the streets now than ever before. It's a big problem.
But when America is doing well, right? Our economy's flowing. You know, there's more jobs. There's more, you know, economic. It's a ripple effect, right? When America's doing well, we're doing better here in our country. Like, when it comes to economic growth and the tourist industry is popping. When America's doing shit, right? When America is really going through it, we get that ripple effect here, and it's just everything here is with the wallet, right? Every price of everything's gone up over the last 2 years. Like
Yeah.
to the frickin' point. I get paid Friday every 2 weeks.
Because
By the
we're at
time
the mercy of everybody else at
Yeah.
this point.
I get paid
Yeah,
Friday every
yeah,
2
that's unfortunately the truth.
I-
Let me
by the
respond.
by the time I get to the following Wednesday, not Wednesday week, right? Not Wednesday, not but by the time, so it's like Friday, I get paid that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'm broke.
Yeah, I think I'm broke 2 days after I get my money.
Yeah,
And
You know?
Katie's broke. Katie's broke about a day after she gets her
Yeah.
money. We go through
You
this
know?
all the time. But
yeah.
the thing is, right now, look, and I'm not, and I hope I'm not pissing, especially to you guys that disagree with me on Trump. First of all, I
understand you have. I just think he
Mhm.
did he tried to do what was best for America.
He got
He
shit
had-
on
he-
the entire way. It was a smear campaign. The
I thought
entire,
so.
the
Oh
entire way.
Like,
no
you know
doubt
many
about
times.
that.
Do you know many times? Right. I went back. He said this thing, right? I went back and listened to the whole thing, right, and it was taken out of context.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Our Irish media, even the Irish media, every time he said something wrong, or every time, you know, I went back, right, and they most quoted the guy, like, and I stopped listening to the Irish media over him, right, and I just like every time he's on TV, they're trying to make him look like a fool,
Yeah.
right, and here they even do it, right, and I'm like. And I went back and I listened to some of it, and I'm like, that's not what they fucking said. And they 100% took that out of context. Right?
Brian, I'm not saying that doesn't happen, but see, what I need people to understand is that both sides play that same game. They
No,
did
I
the
know that.
same.
I know that.
No.
But see, you can't say that. Oh, well, they did it. That he's been misquoted.
Hey,
Yes, he has
Jed,
But
been.
do you think
I
Joe
agree.
Biden has
hear
been-
me out.
I think
Hear
Joe
me out
Biden
on
has been
this.
protected, though.
Hear me out on this, okay? While yes, I 100% agree with what you're saying when you say both sides do the same thing. You're exactly right. There's extremists on both sides.
Exactly.
And that's why what's really crazy is they peddled the two-party system, but what most Americans don't even fucking realize is if they actually paid attention to what they believed in and listened to what these retards are peddling, most Americans are actually more libertarian. Libertarian is they're independent with a conservative twist to it. Like abortions, I don't feel like it's a government's fucking business what people are doing, but also on the flip side to that, I don't think that women should be able to use abortions as birth control. You shouldn't be able to go in there fucking every 6 months and get an abortion because you just don't know how to use protection. Like that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and you're
agree
right.
with
And you're right.
Because 9 times out of
But
10, they can't afford it. So guess what? They're getting that paid for by the government. So guess who pays for that? You and I. Bitch, I don't want to pay for that.
I get you. But in the same token, though, I cannot, in good conscience, and nor will I ever, tell a woman to do what they can do, or tell a woman what they can do or what they can't do with their body. I don't feel it's my right for me.
As a
I don't feel
woman-
like I have a right to tell
As
you
a
what to
woman,
do.
I don't give a fuck. I feel like women should be more responsible with their bodies if they gave a shit about their body.
Exactly.
I
If they
100%
don't,
agree
if
with
they're
that.
worried about their body, stop going to get that bullshit done because that stuff's not good on a woman. Like women die from that shit from getting blood clots. Like,
Yeah.
no.
And freezing. I hope that you don't get mad at me. I'm not over here.
No,
I'm not. I'm
nobody
freezing.
should get mad at you. Everyone's
no.
allowed to have an opinion.
I'm not getting mad at
I just want people to
Yeah.
understand. I'm not a proponent of one party over another. I'm not a proponent of of Joe Biden over Trump.
No, it's just a problem in our country.
It didn't, yeah, because that's the problem that I find now. Because now people get so emotional and so
But
caught up in the divisiveness of it all. They seem to forget that these are people, these are other human beings that just because they have a different opinion than you, all of a sudden they're the bad guy, and that's got to stop.
no, but that's
No.
not. That's not what
That's got to stop. Just because you have a difference of
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you
Here's
what
the
I
thing,
don't
I'm not-
like is a lot of the Democrats are like, "Oh, you like Trump? You're a Republican. You're racist." Like my son is biracial. I'm not. You know what I mean? But also, I don't believe in peddling the victim mentality either. Like
Yeah.
my son, I'll be damned if my biracial son grows up believing that he doesn't have a chance in life because his dad is black and he's a victim. Fuck that.
True.
Fuck
That, and,
that.
yeah, and that I believe in that too, right? Here's the thing: people think the way I talk, I'm more Republican. I'm
No,
not. I'm not, right?
you have
I just
conservative viewpoints, but
yeah, right.
that's not
I got
Republican.
conservative
Yeah.
viewpoints, right? But my thing with it too, right, is I'm not really. I don't really like the Republican Party.
Mm-mm.
I
I don't
I
either.
I agree with some of their policies. I actually agree with some of the left policies as well, right?
Yeah,
But
that's you would be considered in my eyes libertarian because that's libertarian believe they have a conservative swing to them, but they
yeah,
don't believe in big government.
I
Like
don't
big
believe in big
government,
government. Yeah,
yeah, you shouldn't be telling me what the fuck to do. Worry about your people over there.
right. But I do, right. And the reason, right, and I said this to you privately, right, EJ,
Yeah.
right. I would love to vote for someone. I would love to vote for someone who
That you actually liked.
I
Yeah.
100% believed had my country's best interest at heart before
Yeah.
anything else, right? To do what's right for Ireland, right? I would love that. And here's the thing: in my lifetime, I don't believe I've ever seen a politician that had that, right? It was always an angle to hold on to power a lot longer than they should have, right? Always an angle, right, for them, to get rich off whatever freaking scheme, right? Right. At one point, Ireland had one of the lowest tax rates in Europe for big companies to come over here. You know, people like Apple, right? People,
Shout
Apple,
out to Apple.
Microsoft, Google, right? Other companies too, right?
Mhm.
For them to make products, one of the lowest, tax rates in Europe, right? Like, and they came over here, right? And they just,
Destroy you guys, yeah.
yeah,
Because
they
they
just,
carry our tax rates over.
yeah, right. And instead of actually, like working in the United States or something like that, there, right? They just
Mhm.
freaking went through our economy, like, you know, just going paying the bare freaking minimum, as
Yeah.
and I just think, our government, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of government people got paid backhanders to keep that system going,
And that's what
right?
we need to get rid of.
And
Those are the people we need to get rid
yeah,
of.
exactly, right. That's why I've never voted for any fucking person
Well,
that
the
has been
problem
elected in
is
office.
with the increase in tax rates that Biden implemented, they damn near can't afford to run their companies here. Otherwise, they're going to be fucking taxed out of the ass. And that's what annoys me is like, okay, I get it, right? At this point in America and probably everywhere, I don't follow politics everywhere and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe that's my ignorance, but Like here in America, like we have to pick. It's sad because we have to
Yeah.
pick between the lesser of two evils, right? So
Yeah.
both of these guys are evil, but this guy's gonna keep our country strong. He's gonna keep our economy running, you know, going up, and he's gonna keep, you know, shit tight over here. Right now, all of us are struggling because everything is so high because we are no longer self-sufficient. We're not an independent country. We're not doing shit for ourselves. We're relying on everybody.
Yeah.
And Biden did that.
Yeah.
Biden did that.
Yeah.
And
I
that's what
100.
aggravates me is,
Right.
you know, people are like, oh, Trump's an asshole. He's got a big mouth. Yeah, you're right. He does. I get it. I understand that. But also, I wasn't struggling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a single mom. I don't get shit from the government. Like, not that I'm not as bad off maybe as some people, but at the end of the day, when they tell you, oh, you don't qualify for anything, you know, government wise, it doesn't matter if you're a single mother. They go based off your pay and not just your take home pay. They go before taxes. So
Yeah.
you're going to tell me I don't qualify, but then you're going to turn around and tax the fuck out of my check. So now I'm bringing home potato chips? Like, really?
Yeah.
That's what a lot of
my
people
thing,
don't understand.
my thing is this. All right, maybe it's because I'm set up a different way, but I was struggling more during the Trump period than I have been now. Now it's been a bit easier. I mean, I'm still going through. Like I'm able to help people now than I was before. When Trump was president, I couldn't help anyone. Me and Katie were barely surviving, right? Now I'm able to. Now I'm able to do more than I was able to do before. I'm able to help her. You know, like when I have friends of mine that might need a place to stay, I can do it for them. Like, hey, yeah, come here, stay, get yourself on your feet. I can do that. That makes me happy to be able to do that, to help a person get on their feet and let them go and do better for themselves. Now with the property I got, right, the property I just bought, it's across the street from where I live now. We're trying to work it out. I am able to fix that with the programs that are out there now, whereas I couldn't do that 4 years ago.
Yeah,
So that's how I'm looking. That's how
and
I
I
look.
get it. But what you're and I get it, and I'm not, and believe me, please don't. I'm not talking down on you, but like you said, the programs, right? So
Right.
these are government programs that we're paying for, and that's where my problem is because like I said, I'm a single mom. I don't get a fucking dime. I get zero, but I'm supporting two you know, parent households and their 10 children because dad wants to hustle and not go get a job, but they qualify for government assistance because he don't work on the books nowhere. You know what I mean? So while yes, these government assistance programs are good and they're great and I get it,
Oh
like
no,
you got people
these aren't assistants. These are like tax breaks.
Oh, okay. Like I
The
bust
thing.
my ass fucking every single day. And it's like, damn, this is
Oh, I get
crazy to
you.
me.
I
You know what I
I
mean?
I know what you mean, but
Like I
the
get what
program,
I get from my son's dad, but I
like the
mean,
programs I'm talking
come
about,
on.
red is this. I get a tax break on the property tax, right? In fact, I get such a tax break that I won't have to pay property tax. Unfortunately, once I get the house
Right.
fixed, I am going to pay out the ass per
Yeah.
homeowner's insurance.
Right.
That's where it's going to hurt me later.
Property value increase.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but I won't have to pay a property tax, right? Because of the way things are on now. I don't get any money coming in from the government. I'm getting breaks on certain costs. It won't cost me as much
Right.
because I
To
won't
do
be hit
certain.
with certain
Yeah.
what's it called? God, I wish I could remember everything. I just don't. But
I know what you're talking about, like
Yeah.
itemized tax refunds and shit.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I don't
EJ,
pay
right?
any. So this way it helps me.
Deductions.
Yeah, the
But
tax deduction.
EJ, I gotta go. It's 8 a.m. here. I start work at 9, so
Okay,
Damn.
brother. Hey,
shower,
thanks for
shave.
coming up here. But listen, next time we do this, Can we
Yeah.
have a lighter subject? You always go
Yeah.
to politics.
I know. Here, no, it's not that here, people call me a conspiracy theorist or whatever, right? And I enjoy that shit.
Yeah, we could talk
Yeah.
about
I
JFK
know a
getting
lot of
shot.
those.
That's more.
Here we can here, tell you the truth,
I
right?
know
I
a
really
lot of those.
tell you the truth, right? I really haven't done my homework on that. But when I'm sure I can come up with like 100 different conspiracy theories that
I'm pretty sure you.
Oh, I know
we'll
a
keep it
few.
going for right. Because when I do something, right, when I look into something, I like to look into all the players involved.
Right.
Right,
You know what I mean? And see who would benefit the most.
Exactly.
Somebody told me a conspiracy theory years ago about Kennedy getting shot. I don't know if it's true or not, and I never really looked into it. But
Yeah.
apparently Kennedy had a bill on his thing. He had a bill on his thing to sign when he got back from Texas. Said basically that they wanted to go in and audit the Federal Reserve.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, shit like that. Yeah, I like talking about that. 'Cause you can
Right.
look it up.
Right. So as soon as he died, that was vetoed and blah. Right. So,
I've heard
but
all
yeah,
kinds of conspiracies about that.
yeah,
I've heard like his son, that JFK Jr. didn't die. I mean, which makes sense to me because they never found the bodies of any of them.
yeah,
And you know that whole QAnon theory? There's talk, people that have said, "Oh, that QAnon is really JFK Jr." All these years basically he's been undercover doing all this investigating to ball out the deep state, right? And the motherfuckers that, like you said, that took out his dad
yeah,
because it was talk that Bush Sr. was involved.
yeah. Apparently, he made a phone call
Mm-hmm.
that located Oswald.
Yep.
I've heard that theory as well, that he knew where Oswald would be. And apparently he made the phone call, and voice recognition apparently makes that phone call his voice, right? So
Yep.
I've heard a lot of things on it, but I really haven't done my homework. I've just scattered through certain things on it, but yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, but we can talk about stuff like that all day. It's just my thing is I don't want to depress people, right? And I don't want to get people fighting. Because I hate when people fight over politics. Because for some reason neither side will budge. A lot of people don't get it. You see that I'm friends with Brian, I'm friends with Jedi, I'm friends with OG, and all these people are on the opposite side of the
Star Wars dad.
but we get along. We can talk about it. And I wish more people would do that. And I'm afraid that when people get into arguments, especially in my chat, I won't be able to control it. This is how come. I always seem like I'm apologizing. I'm trying to get people to understand. I don't think bad of you because you think
I don't.
It's just we disagree.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I don't mind disagreeing with someone, right? If I think you know me, EJ, right? If I think you're wrong, I'm going to say, right? You know me, a couple of years now?
Let's talk about it. No, we've known each other now since 2019?
2020. No,
2019.
2020.
I think it was 2019, Brian.
No, I came into YouTube 2020 because I came in after Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder second fight.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah.
That was February 22nd, 2020, and I remember that date because that was my birthday.
Gotcha.
So on that fight, and I came into YouTube and I started finding channels and I started talking to you midway through 2020.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So so I've known you coming up. I would say this July or whatever.
3 years.
3 years. But you and I have talked a lot.
And we're
You
like
know?
brothers. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're like brothers. So, and
Yeah.
that's the thing. I want people to do that, be able to disagree and still get along.
Yeah.
And with the current political climate, it
Oh
seems like
yeah.
that's not possible because
That's
I've lost
impossible.
friends.
I talked
Because
to
everyone's offended by everything.
I
I
know
thought-
everyone is so highly offended. That's how come
Yeah.
I worry about it.
I think there's some hypnotic suggestion. If anyone mentions this politics to you, you should be offended.
Yeah.
Right.
That wouldn't surprise. I wouldn't surprise me, right? No, people are so sensitive today. Like me and you grew up in an era where, you know, if we had problem, right? As guys, EJ, right? We had problems with each other. Me and you probably would have punched it out and then shake hands afterwards.
Exactly.
Yeah, not
Right,
nowadays. We kill each other.
You know, so you know, I grew up in that area. You've heard about how many fights I've been in.
Yeah. Well, you fought for a living though.
Yeah, I boxed.
What's your name?
Brian.
Brian? Okay, this is probably a really cliche question. You probably have been asked it a million times, especially if you're a part of a fighting community. So, being that you are from Ireland, are you a fan of McGregor or no?
I hit the cunt.
Okay.
I hit him. I met him once back. I think it was something like 2012,
Mhm.
something like that. There I was in the nightclub in Dublin,
Mhm.
and but that back then, right? Back then, like before he was, you know, McGregor,
Right.
you know, like before he was a superstar or whatever, right? I could tell then he was an American cunt. I saw him on TV once, and I go, I recognize that guy.
American count.
You know, yeah,
Yeah.
he's a fucking cunt. He's a cocky. Back then, he was a
Yes.
cocky bastard, and now he's a cocky bastard. And
Yeah. Double
here's the thing: I don't think his personality's changed. He got
Mhm.
famous or whatever. He might not put in the work, but I don't think his personality ever changed.
Right.
You know, so
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, but you
I don't
I
like
understand that.
so yeah, Red. This is Brian Harkin. Him and I are a part of the YTBC, the YouTube boxing community.
Okay.
Him and I always talk boxing. You see a boxing match that's come up or just finished, you best believe him and I are on some panel.
Oh, I
or
seen
my
you come
panel.
into Billy's the other night. But all of you guys did. That was so funny.
Well, where did we come in? Black and Browns, was
Oh no.
No, Billy Badass.
Yeah.
No, you
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't know him, Brian. It's another.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, he streams more like random stuff, like Jedi does now. He
Yeah.
streams random stuff. He'll play music, and he'll just talk about random things in general. But he does like talking about football and what else?
Yeah, the community that I come from, well, in part of and stuff, there's originally it started out as a NFL trash talking community and just based off trash talk about football and their teams and all this stuff. But then this other community kind of got mashed into it and now it's just a toxic jumbo mess.
Yeah. Yeah. Here, did you see Johnny did an interview with Steve Kim?
Oh yeah, I was watching that, man. That was cool.
Yeah, that you
That
know,
was cool.
yeah, right. I just saying, if you haven't watched it, should go
No, I was
back
there. I was there for it live. I was watching
because
it live.
yeah, Kim was very direct. Johnny would ask him a question and just an honest opinion. I love that, right? No bullshitting
Right.
with Kim, right? He just give you his honest opinion, right? And Kim's been around ESPN for years. Used to be a writer. I think he does write articles, Steve Kim, but yeah, right.
Yeah, no, I
was a good
know. I
interview.
saw it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So, yeah, and he also interviewed Fing's wife, ex-wife.
Hey, have you seen Nonito and his wife at all? Because I haven't seen them.
I haven't seen them in a couple of weeks now. Well, about a week and a half. Last time I saw last time I saw Nonito Donaire, I saw a picture of her. I think it was Saturday, and she was at the King of Plant Fing fight, Benitez. I saw a picture of them. You know, like it was posted up on TikTok
Dude,
or
you
not.
don't know how
Not
I can see
TikTok.
it. I'm looking over there.
It was the YouTube. Their their page
Yeah,
or whatever.
that's what I was wondering about.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was the last time I seen them. Haven't seen them since the King of Plant Fing fight, Benavides.
Hmm.
So
Well, anyway, so what time you got you get ready to go to work? That's right. I forgot.
I gotta go get a shower, quick shave, and out the door.
All right, brother. Well, I'm gonna talk to you later for sure when you come back off of work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to get ready to get off too. Get ready
Hey,
for
what's your
bed.
name?
Nice meeting you.
Nice meet-
Red Z.
Reggie
Reggie.
is one of the
Yep.
coolest people you'll meet. She's like really mellow about the whole thing. I mean, about everything. She's cool.
Yeah.
And if you're drinking, she's fucking cool to drink with.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
sorry that I don't drink anymore, but yeah, I see her drink for hours, like with Billy Badass. Were you drinking with Foxman the other day?
I was over
You
there.
were, yeah,
Yep.
you were.
here, if I find something, oh shit. Here, just give me a minute here. My phone's off, so
Yeah, but for you know what, I'll link your channel to so she can check out your channel if you want.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not that there. Here, give me. I just want to put up a video. Shorts. So it should be on the shorts.
Whose video is it? Yours?
Mine, yeah.
Did I see it already? Which one was it? Oh, wait a minute. I want to ask her, Red. Something
Yeah.
strange happened. Maybe you can tell me what's going on here. I put 2 videos up, 2 shorts, over the past 24 hours.
Okay.
Right? Random shorts. One is my usual shit that white people do, right?
Right.
White people mess with animals the way I don't like it. It's just no. So
Right.
out of
Right.
nowhere, these 2 videos, the one with my dog that I called my dog a crackhead, fucking almost 2,000 views.
I sent you a
then the
video.
other video, what was that, bro? You ready?
Sent you a video on behind. So on YouTube Shorts. It's my video, so but I got music behind it, so just gets copyright. I think I got.
As long as you don't play the full song, you won't get copyright.
Is that the new rule now? It's only
Mhm.
it's only like 10 seconds long or something like that.
Yeah.
So
All right, here we go. Let's see.
Have you on that social?
Oh yeah, look at that beer glass.
that's a whiskey.
Holy
Yeah, that's
shit.
whiskey.
Whiskey?
This is
Oh
how
my
I'm Irish.
god.
That's whiskey.
That's whiskey.
Oh,
Yeah, no, he
he's
drinks like that.
right.
He reminds me of my old days.
That's hilarious.
All right.
Yeah, that's a pint of whiskey. Is that what that is?
That's a pint of whiskey, yeah.
All right.
Oh my god, I would have fell over.
Yeah. I went after that there about an hour later. I did it again.
Oh no.
I know. I was so pissed. There's one of me Christmas Day, a couple of years back, 2021, I think, or might have been 2020. It was 2020, Christmas Day. We were on Dee's channel. He did a 14-hour stream.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Within an hour, I did 2 things of whiskey,
Oh fuck.
pints.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Most definitely.
right.
I'm going to show you. You seen the one where I did the 151, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to show her that one. She's going to like die on this shit. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, I would have been drinking that much that fast. That would have been retching.
Yeah. Here's the thing, right? I used to be able to do that with pints, beers, right?
Mhm.
And somebody said to me, "Bet you can't do it with whiskey."
Oh shit.
And I said, "All right, full
Naturally took
pint
the
glass, right?
challenge.
Yeah,
Are you
full
ready?
pint.
Are you ready, Z? Are you ready?
Go ahead. Yeah,
Yep.
I've seen this before.
All right. Yeah, he's seen this one.
I've seen it before.
Listen, mind you, I was part of a YouTube channel called Five Awesome Drunks. Now,
Oh shit.
you can imagine, right?
Yeah.
So here you go. Check this out. Let me go back to the beginning. I just want to make sure you see the whole thing.
Is that 4 shots?
No,
Well,
wait. Real quick.
Cinder Apparella. You know, we know she can drink. But, there's a little story y'all need to know. Well, I already said it about Chili 2. And she really thinks she can drink more than me. Well, or she can outdo me. And then she's challenging my manhood. So what I have here is I want to show you right there. Let's see if I can lock this down and the camera not fall. Okay. Let me put this where you can see. That's one. It's two. It's
Oh
three.
shit.
It's four. Get out of here. Get out of here. I can't edit this. When my kids are in here, they're gonna try to watch, and I'm not having it right now. Okay. I want you to see fresh bottle. I'm cracking it open. There we go.
Ooh, Hennessy?
All right.
No, it's 151.
Oh.
5 here. Okay. Let me start off.
Now I'll
Back
drink.
when my liver used to be healthy.
Yeah, you're flushing everything, right? Yeah, I was drinking Jack. I was drinking Jack. So.
Oh, I like the honey
All
jack.
right, guys. You saw me pour them. You don't see anything around me, anything, but I want you to watch me drink them. So I got to change the angle of the can back up to me. Yeah, like you really want to see
God, I
me.
look so much younger there.
Anyway,
Hmm.
hey, here we go. My kids are trying to get all in this. One.
Take some adjusting.
I know. I'm with you.
2.
I like to get it all done in one go.
Yeah, I would have killed myself if I did that.
Are you fighting not to throw up right now?
Oh, you'll see when I'm really fighting it.
Boy.
Growing up, just a whiskey drink. Irish mentality.
4.
No point drinking if you're going to throw up.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'm fighting it now.
Yeah, the face. Oh, you're toast. Oh god. It's coming.
5.
No!
Get the camera off as soon as possible.
Oh, yeah, that would have been done. I wouldn't have made it to 5.
Those are 5.
Fuck that. You're crazy.
Oh no, it gets worse. It gets much worse.
I like
Look
to
at my
drink
weight.
at pace.
Chaser or
This is
anything.
crazy.
There's soda in here.
No chaser, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to have a chaser yet.
Okay.
So
Oof.
And that was Cinder's challenge. It was a 5. You saw me pour it out. Send her. Beat this bitch.
Oh no.
I'm with you. I'm with you. That last night here, I haven't had a drink since January, so that actually makes me want to drink.
Oof.
The bucket is right next to me.
Oh my God, you're done. Don't fall in.
I do have a bucket right next to me, just
Ooh,
in
shit.
case. Wow. Finished.
Right.
Now I could never do that again.
Yeah. How long ago was it?
That video was made 13 years ago.
Oh my God.
That's a young EJ.
Yeah.
That didn't work. But EJ, I've been on here a lot longer than I should have been.
Okay, brother, man. I love you,
All right.
man. God bless, and I'll see you. Hey, when's Jedi gonna stream again?
He was meant to stream last night, did he?
No, he didn't stream last night. I didn't see him stream.
Because right, tell you the truth, I was gonna stay up and wait for him, right? But electricity is so high here. Where do you hear this, right? Last Monday, or Monday, right? Monday, I put €70 in the. You see, it's pay as you go. So it was on Monday. I put €70 in the pay as you go, thing, right? And yesterday it was down to last night it was down to €6.
Really?
Yep. So that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm paying. I'm paying near enough.
Oh, there he is. Look at that. It's the one, the only Jedi Master. What's up,
Yo,
Jedi?
Jedi!
What up?
Get the smokers in there. Wow, everybody decides to show up now. How you doing, guys?
And I'm about to go, guys. I had to go to work.
All right, Brian. You have a good one. God bless you, brother.
Nice to meet you, Brian.
Pleasure. Smoke, Jedi, EJ. Have a good one, guys. Everyone in the chat, have a good one.
Hey,
Have a good one too, man. Peace out.
peace to you, BH, and I'm sure you guys are celebrating in Ireland the fact that Trump got indicted. Oh, yeah, my bad. Never mind. Well, peace to everybody on the panel. What's happening?
No. Do you know the big celebration here?
Here we go.
Guess he's coming to Ireland.
Who's coming to Ireland?
Is it Loch Ness? Is it Loch Ness going to come out of that? Loch Ness?
Here, Joe Biden's coming to Ireland to find his Irish root.
Yeah.
Why he's here? I just want to do a public hanging.
Well, is Bono going to be there? Bono on the edge?
Oh, Obama was here during his presidency. He hasn't been back since. So.
Yeah, man, get some rest. I just can't. I saw Electro was like live. And I figured I'd say what's up, and you were just saying good night. Good night, Brian.
Well, it's not good night. It's 8:24 a.m. here. I had to go to work.
All right, good morning. Oh shit. Oh yeah. And since you said peace to Jedi, I figured I'd troll him a little bit about his orange greatness.
Oh God, no, not used to. Oh God.
That's it. That's a little bit of teasing. That's it. Just a little bit of teasing. And what's up, Electro? What's up?
You guys do know that charge is like rice in the Ethiopian stomach, right? It ain't gonna stick.
Here, all I know is when Biden comes to Ireland, I think he's coming in June. There might be a public hanging, guys.
Yeah, make sure he remembers to go.
Rice in the
Ethiopian stomach. He's a very proud. He's a very proud.
Red?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that Red?
Yes,
What's up,
Red.
Red Z? How you doing, Red Z?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
I thought Biden was a proud Irish Catholic. I'm pretty sure he is.
God.
And he's also
Does
like a
he-
Georgian kind of thing, which is a different. His horse and rabbit tail altogether. But
Does he remember? Does he remember who he is?
I mean, listen,
No.
those goddamn boomers won't give it. They won't give power up to save their lives. I don't know why great grandpappy won't stop fucking running for president. But whatever.
It's called.
Both of these
it's called-
dudes need to
it's called-
fucking go to the goddamn. They need to
It's
go
called-
sit on the couch and watch the game and let
It's called
and
it's
let
called
other people run the
Geritol.
country.
It's called Geritol, man.
Geritol has
Geritol.
not been around since whatever. You know, Geritol
Since Biden, that's true. That is true. It hasn't been around.
Nah, that's just been gone. Like the show. What the fuck what's the show the Beatles did their debut on? I'm sure Electro is old ass. No.
Oh, shut up, fucker. Yeah, that was the Ed Sullivan
Ed
show.
Sullivan
fuck
show.
Yeah,
that.
Ed Sullivan. Yeah, right. Geritol. Ed Sullivan's show was brought to you by Geritol.
Oh yeah.
This motherfucker, boy.
No doubt. Yeah, man. I just got it, man. Today's my Friday. You know what I mean? I went to go live and I had it up on the board and I sat back and I said, you know what? Let me just close my eyes for a couple of minutes. A minute became an hour, then 3 hours, all the way to like what time is it now? 3:26.
226.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa,
yeah, you're
look-
East Coast.
I was
Yeah.
just asking Brian about you, man. I was just saying, man, have you seen Jedi? Is he going like? I know you didn't go live today.
I was
know, 'cause I was
supposed to.
looking.
I know I was supposed to. I know everybody's upset right at me right now, man. And you know what? I'm gonna go on all day today because I'm off. You know, Fridays and Saturdays, so I'm gonna just go all day. I'm gonna talk boxing in the morning, then I'm gonna talk I don't know foreskin in the afternoon, and then you know we'll talk some shit at night. You know something, but
I made, dude.
I actually go live in like 4 hours here. So I'm gonna get my I'm gonna get some sleep. But I will say,
what are you
like,
going live on? What are you going live on? Smoke?
my channel, Get the Smoke.
No.
Friday.
But what? No, but what topics? What topic?
Oh, 4:20 a.m. my Pacific time.
He
but what
just said
topic?
about weed.
No, I talk about boxing.
Oh.
But
All
yeah,
right.
but the smoke is like a triple entendre. But I did want to say, like, when guys from Canada start like, sucking Trump's nuts, it does make me proud as an American that like all these people around the world love our president so much, and we don't give a fuck about their fucking president. We don't even know what goddamn system you guys have. Are you a monarchy in Canada? What the fuck is going on? But anyway, yeah, shout out to Trump.
Boy.
Hey, I like Edmonton. Okay, I like Edmonton, man. I like Canada. I like Bret Hart.
He said,
I
shout
like-
out to Trump.
You know what I'm saying? I like the Mountie.
did.
I like all that shit. You know?
They sending
I-
Trump to Gitmo, bruh. Are you going to be okay with that, Jedi?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Trump is going to be a defendant for the rest of his life. I don't. He might beat every charge they have,
Yeah.
He's going to.
but he's going to be in
Yes,
court.
he is.
He's going to be in court.
He's
That's
going
what
to.
he's doing.
You got fucking Fat Albert over there in New York who's about to lose his fucking bar license for
Dude, I
doing
was
the
just
most
about to
dumbest
take
thing.
that personal, fucker.
You're not fat. You're not fat. You're chunky and funky, bro. You're not fat.
Hey, listen. As long as you have the love of a good woman, who gives a damn?
That's true.
Yeah, that's true, man. Yeah. Well, that's not a fight for us to, it's good to watch, and to listen to. The motherfuckers on what was it on CNN had me laughing, bro. They're a bunch of paid motherfucking actors, man. Especially the females. You guys ever watch the expressions when they're trying to be like serious and they're lying? Like each and every one of their eyes twitch. And shit is fucking hilarious, bro. Watch
Yeah,
now.
that's
You
it,
guys.
that's
Be,
I mean, listen. If you can, have you seen Dan Raphael? Like, if that
Yeah.
dude can't fucking keep it together, what makes you
Oh,
think
yeah.
like Katie Tur or some shit is gonna come
Yeah.
on, man? Like,
yeah.
let it go. The media
Yeah,
is
what-
what the media is, and then we are who we are, and we have fun with it. But
You know what? I'm glad I don't have to see Dan Raphael no more because that motherfucker used to rub his stomach every 5 minutes in an interview. You ever saw that too? Like these are little. Yeah, this motherfucker is fatter than Santa. All right, and this guy, he used to rub his belly button on camera. Shit was hilarious, guys. Watch, run it back. Watch an old interview, ESPN interview with Dan Raphael.
Jedi,
Shit
are
is-
you in the Bronx?
No, I'm in Florida. I'm in Florida.
Oh,
Where are you? Where are you?
well, I'm in Kansas, but my family's
Oh.
Well,
all
both
in Long
both
Island.
Jedi and I are
Kansas?
from New York. I'm from the Bronx. Jedi,
Yeah,
where you
Yeah.
I'm in
from?
Kansas.
people
No,
are still, like people are from Kansas.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Smallville,
I
baby.
live here, but yeah, I'm not from
Smallville.
here originally, but yeah,
No, where you from originally?
Long Island.
Oh, there it
yeah,
is.
New
Yeah,
York.
There
everybody.
it
Okay.
is. There it
Well,
is. Right there.
I'm the only like West Coast person out on this thing.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
you know, I
fuck
did
that. The East
spend
Coast
East
is
Coast
over
time.
coast, baby.
I did my,
I
I did
was.
my time in the boroughs.
Yeah, I'm
You
from
did,
Manhattan.
you were in the boroughs. Where did you
Yes,
stay at?
sir. I went to grad school in New York, man. I lived in Manhattan. I lived right up.
Oh,
I lived right next to like my ex went to Columbia Law, so her whole time I was right there at 110th in
okay.
Amsterdam.
I got you.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Like I lived in Alphabet City. I lived in Brooklyn because I
Never
went to grad
You,
Alphabet
school like
City. I'm
like
dead.
in
those are my stomping grounds, Alphabet City, buddy. Hell yeah.
yeah. I lived on 9th and C.
9th and C. Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah,
You
right
ever
next to
been to
Thompson Square Park, man. That was
Thompson
like
Square
that's
Park?
my
Hell
shit.
yeah.
You guys
That
were
was
nowhere near me, man. I was over at Grand Concourse and fucking Fordham Road, and
yeah,
then down
Fordham
on
Road.
100,
Concourse is hell of a far. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
188th in Crotona, which is right across the street from the Bronx Zoo.
Fordham Road
You
was
guys
known as Hookers. Fordom Road was known as Hookers Lane. You know that, right?
leave
Yeah.
those working ladies alone.
That's where Trump got in trouble.
I was closer to Brooklyn Zoo, the Prospect Park, and all that shit.
Yeah, yeah. Hell yeah,
Or
man.
around
I
New
live.
Lots? You talking about?
And
like,
I mean, I lived uptown, and then I was closer to Bronx. But like for the most part, all my shit was either downtown, crosstown, or fucking Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Red. You're from Long Island. You had to deal with a mob out there, man.
Hell yeah.
I am the mob. What are you talking about?
There you
Hell
go.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Where I lived was more like Canal and Grand, which is like
Swimming, fishing, swimming with the fishes with cement shoes on.
There you go.
I live near the Ravenite Club, almost where Gotti used to have his shit, right there on Prince Street and shit. And yeah, I miss New York, but yeah, I've been down here in Florida like 13 years now, so that shit is.
Shout out to Florida.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's better down there anyway. Way
Y'all
better.
should come down here. You come down to Florida. It's beautiful. It's paradise every day.
Oh yeah, my grandmother actually. Well, she's quote unquote a snowbird. She she's down there now, but she'll be down there for a while because she's been sick. But yeah, we're supposed to go out there probably over the summer.
That's dope, no doubt.
Yep, I love it. I just don't like the humidity because I have curly hair, so.
It's just start fringing up.
Yeah.
It starts
all frizzy and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
She looked like a 1980s rocker and shit. A hair all
No,
up and
seriously. Like I stuck my finger in a fucking light socket.
shit. It's so good, man. It's so good.
Mm.
Oh man. Yeah, man. Today's my Friday. I can't believe I woke up at 3:36 in the fucking morning, bro. This is
That's
retarded.
crazy.
Dude,
Yeah.
I totally get you, man. I have been like because of that, because of working on the house and stuff. Because now we're physically started working on the property, right? I have been like my hip has been out because I don't know if you've seen the pictures, Jedi, that I put up.
Yeah.
You know, you seen the steps that were in there. That was the steps there. He put a piece of concrete. He added a huge piece of concrete on there. And you know, my fucking hips and my knees are arthritic.
Yeah.
So climbing up and down that shit several times in a day fucked my day up. Right?
I got
You know what?
I got.
You know what you
Yeah.
need to get? CBD lotion.
That's
Women
right.
CBD lotion. That should work.
Yep. And
Does
Aspirin
it
cream.
work, really?
Get
Yep.
yourself some Aspirin cream too. Yeah, CBD oil and Aspirin cream, kid. You'll be good.
Mhm.
That's what I use for my motherfucking knees. Straight up.
And my knees are fucking shot, man. So working on this house is gonna be it's gonna be fun. At the same time, it's gonna be painful.
Oh,
I
yeah.
predict a lot of pain in my future.
Hey, who knows, man? Maybe you'll adapt better and shit. Because sometimes us old motherfuckers, man, we need just movement. You know what I mean? We need movement. Once we have movement and the joints start oiling up and shit, we'll be
I
all right.
like the couch though, man. I like the couch. It's so
Ah.
comfortable.
Gotta get up, Chad. You gotta get up, bro. Gotta get
So,
up.
man, I've been saying, me and this was a let's talk, and it was specifically not on boxing. I said I left it up to everyone else who whatever you want to talk about. Brian
Oh,
comes
okay.
up here, right? Brian comes up here, fuck your politics.
Hell
Let's talk
yeah.
about Trump, man.
Oh yeah. Yo, did anybody see John Wick 4 yet?
Yes, I did.
That shit was fucking awesome, wasn't it?
Oh, dude, I can't talk about it.
Bro, I'm
I gotta
going
do
to
my
watch it.
review.
I'm going to watch it again. I'm gonna go by myself. I'm gonna roll me like 2 blunts. I'm gonna smoke one on the way and smoke one before I get in. I'm gonna be high as fuck, and I'm watching John Wick crack motherfucker's skull open again. The
I
shit
gotta
was
I gotta do a review. I gotta do review on Dungeons and Dragons. I gotta do a review on John Wick.
wait. You saw Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah,
Why?
because I was paid to.
Oh, okay, you were paid. Okay, as long as you were paid to, because I couldn't find myself wasting no $15.50 for fucking Dungeons and Dragons, bro.
I gotta do a review of Dungeons and Dragons with John Wick, and then I gotta throw in there Shazam. So
Well, when you do the John Wick review, let me know.
oh,
Let me
for
know,
sure.
bro. That movie, it deserves an Oscar all around, son, all around. And I was impressed with Scott Adkins, which may be the next Batman. That's right.
Well, I was more impressed. I was more impressed with.
Danny Young.
Yeah, Johnny Young was really awesome in it, but I'm more. I want to see the way the story left. There's a potential to make several different movies off of
It,
what happened on
it,
John
it
Wick.
it's open ended. It's an open
Oh yeah,
ending. And at the
I know
same
the next
time,
movie to come out is going to be The Ballerina, which is
well,
definitely.
well, they said because the director and Keanu Reeves came out and said what was it yesterday? I think it was. They said that they're in talks
No
with John Wick
spoilers.
5. No, they're in talks with John Wick 5 maybe. So I think the spin-offs are gonna come regularly, like on your mobile app, fucking how do you say your mobile app, Hulu's and shit like that. But I think the movies they're gonna keep
Streaming
them in the
platforms.
theater.
Hey,
Yeah.
I got a bone to pick with you, right? Because you said I came up here first thing I did was talk about politics. What was the first thing you said to me was Trump was indicted. That was the first thing. That was the first thing you said, and then you blame me.
Okay,
You
you're right.
you blame me. Hey, if you're gonna come
That was
at me,
my
just come
fault.
at me with facts.
That was my
All
fault.
right.
He's right.
Jed,
He totally got
you,
me on that one.
Jed, you motherfucking liar, you.
Yeah, the liar.
Wait a minute, listen,
I
I
couldn't
didn't
let that go.
lie.
I couldn't let that go.
Yo, Brian, only motherfuckers who voted for Biden can lie like that, right?
Exactly.
Oh,
Yep. They learn from their politician masters.
Yep.
Like that.
Listen, you Trump troglodyte looking motherfuckers. Leave me alone, all right?
He said, tell the truth, nothing but half the truth. So help him God. This motherfucker came out. Yo, I actually believed him too. Because sometimes, Brian just
No,
you know-
wait. Let's get this straight. All right. Yes, that's what I said, right? But then I told him, because I said it's about whatever you talk. And we
Notice-
stayed up until just before you guys got here. It was Ask Red. It was all on politics.
Notice
It was
he's
all about
stuttering.
Trump and fucking Biden. The whole fucking time.
Notice
it
he's stuttering.
was. That's what pissed me out of the chat. Was listening to these two talk politics. I couldn't fathom having a fucking Democrat, and then we had a guy from not even America up here talking American politics. I was like, oh no.
I
Let me
bet,
hit
and
the link.
I put money on it that Brian was schooling him. I put money on it. I put money on that.
Brian
shit.
wouldn't let me
Bitch,
talk, man.
the Irish guy had a better clue.
Mm,
Shout out to Jed.
damn, damn, Jed.
I love you too, Red. I love you too, baby.
It's all love. You know it's all love.
Oh
I know,
man,
just like his love with me and Jedi.
Yeah.
This motherfucker got everything. Everything Jedi is opposes everything I am, but we love each other. So that's how.
yeah.
You know, they say opposites attract. It can go for your friendships too.
Yep,
Oh yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. And I
And
the other
trust
day
me, on his show, he gives me shit.
on Red, the other day I passed by your live, and girl, you went in, man. You was
Oh
chewing. You was
yeah,
you gave somebody a new asshole. Like,
yeah, cousin,
oh
fucking
my
piece of shit.
goodness, she
Yeah, I
went
hate him.
off, bro. I just stood there. I was like, all right, you go, girl. She was just like, and it was like classy too. Like, you only heard the word fuck like every 20 paragraphs. She was just like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I was trying to keep it out of there so they wouldn't flag me down.
yeah, no, but you man, you went in. I stood for the whole live. I was like, "Yo, Red, what's going on, Red?" But you were too busy telling what was his name, cousin?
Yeah, piece of shit.
Yeah, I kind of is that the guy that has that football that's always talking that football shit and trying to diss every girl in that community? Is that him? He's
Is
like
it?
Mexican. He's like Mexican or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Raiders
cousin.
fan.
That's cousin.
Yep.
Oh man. And what about that guy that looks like fucking it looks like whale foreskin? What's that guy's name? Joe?
Oh, you're
Joe,
talking
I
about Joe
hate him.
Walsh. Joe, that
I
Yeah.
hate
motherfucker.
him.
Yeah, oh
Listen,
man,
Jed,
we all
those
do.
two people, yeah, those two people, like I could sit there and watch a full live stream of them dying slowly and I would laugh the entire time.
Yeah, hell yeah,
Dude, have
man.
you seen? Have you seen
Like,
how
really.
you should have been there the one time that that
Red was
Jedi.
there.
Yeah,
Red was there. Red was
oh yeah,
there.
you
He's
were there. You were there.
he
When,
he was like
Yes.
he was like, you ain't playing the guitar, and everybody's like, everybody's bigging me up like, oh, that's awesome. Da, da, da. He's like, he's not
Fucking
playing.
hater.
He's not. And then he picked up his
Yeah.
stupid fucking guitar and he couldn't even strum that one fucking note. That shit had me dying. And Red was like, you go. And then he was like, what was he saying, Red? He was like, "Oh, you like black dick, don't you?"
Yeah.
And Red was
Yeah. Well,
Red was
yeah.
like, "That's right, that's right." And then he
And
was
you're mad,
jealous.
and you're mad about it. That's what he always says to
Mother-
me. Because my son is biracial, so he talks shit. Yo, you're an N-word lover. Your
Oh
son's an
wow.
N-word. Yeah, that's why I can't stand that motherfucker.
Oh,
yeah,
don't worry
Brian.
about it.
That's I just linked Red's channel. That's Red's channel right there.
Like, in
Yeah,
real time, if I find that motherfucker, he better hope, because I will drive. It ain't that far.
yeah, no doubt.
No, you
no
got
doubt.
you don't understand the animosity that goes on between me and Joe.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it. He's
I
a
mean,
fucking
I
real-life
think I've
loser.
made a meal out of Joe now every time I've seen him over the past few weeks. Joe, because he's so predictable. Because he
He's
has
extremely obsessed with me, and it's weird, Jed. Like,
obsessed with
this
you. He's obsessed with Katie.
yes.
He's obsessed
Yo,
He
with my
has
wife.
that
this
dude.
motherfucker sits there live. He has photos. He stalked and found an old Facebook of my mom's that she got locked out of.
Wow.
And this faggot has fucking photos of me from every single phase of my entire life. And he'll put them up like my fucking baby shower photos, photos of me and my ex, photos of me and my
Wow,
baby
that's
daddy.
Oh, that's
obsessive.
violation. That's somebody.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah,
that's
bro.
wow. That's
Yeah.
yo. His face, like if Pap Smear had a face, that would be him.
Tell
You
me
know
he
what
don't look like the fucking clown from the movie Spawn.
He
Oh,
does,
you're
bro.
talking about Violator.
Yeah.
He looks
Yeah,
like
bro.
Violator. Yeah, he does.
Bro, what's funny is that I asked him, right? First of all, I made the motherfucker smack his chest so hard he gave himself welts that night. That shit was
Shout out to
hilarious.
Brian. I'll sub you right back.
No doubt. Hey, Red, sub with me, man. Sub to my channel, Red.
I think I did.
Did you?
Yeah, because remember they dropped your link in Billy's. Let me
Oh,
see.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
And then like I
I have to
asked him
pop
on the
up in
live,
your live.
I was like, yo, where does your chin begin and your neck end? Because this nigga got no fucking neck, son.
Zero neck, zero chin. It's just face and shoulders.
His neck looked like a baby seal body, bro.
I swear. I had
Yo,
this fucking ugly ass photo of this random no neck person. I was
Oh
like,
my
bro, you
goodness.
gotta have Hunter's disease. You probably have Hunter's disease. You have ovaries in that gut, don't you?
That
yo,
motherfucker.
I got a question to ask. What was good? Because I absolutely adore Nookie Nish, and I didn't understand what the fuck was going on over on Billy
Foxman.
Badass's channel. What the fuck?
Mm.
And I
Maybe
didn't, because he went in deep on Nookie, and it's like I've known Nookie for years.
Wait.
She-
Billy and Nookie got beef?
Oh, they,
Oh.
no,
Yeah,
they
they're
just
not
went in
cool
on each
now.
other.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
they're
good.
not cool. They don't even talk now.
Oh, why?
Which
What
puts
the
me
fuck
in an
happened?
awkward position because let me tell you,
Exactly.
like, and now all the den people are like, oh, look at Reggie sucking Billy's dick when that ain't even the case. First of all, when I came onto this motherfucker, I came into the quote unquote TTC. That's what my brothers meet the Mets, and my
Oh,
brother's
that's your
been doing
brother? I
this.
didn't know that.
Yeah, yep. And I mean, my brother's been doing this TTC shit for like since 2007, like before YouTube was even live streams. So, like, when I popped in on this shit, like, I'm expecting to come into an NFL community. Well, off tops, I have an encounter with Joe, and N-word this, N-word that, and immediately, like, I don't play that shit. Like, no. Like, I don't like that. Like, it's disgusting. Like, and you're a hillbilly, white trash, shed-dwelling fucking retard.
He lives with his mom. He's in the basement.
Bro,
Yeah, no,
he
lives with
lives
his
in
mom.
his brother's backyard in the fucking garage. That was supposed to be his brother's office, but he got kicked out of the house because he's an obnoxious drunk. That motherfucker is fucked. When his mother dies, his brother's gonna fucking kick him out.
What?
Oh, yeah.
How come he doesn't let go of it? Why does he constantly hang off the coattails of Foxman? Why is that motherfucker? He's
Because
been
he
on
don't get
Foxman.
views otherwise. If you watch him on his channel by himself, that's like Joe gets mad because I don't go to his channel. Like, I'll go to anybody's channel. I'll show love to any and everybody. But him, you can go fuck yourself. Like, I'll even pop in randomly as much shit as I talk to cousin, but like I'll pop into his chat. I have a wrench in his shit, you know what I mean? But it's still
Yeah.
fuck him. Period.
He
Hey,
get,
The moment he thought you could speak on my kid, this motherfucker threatened to shoot me in the head and cut my son's hands off and let him watch me die.
oh,
I
hell
got.
no.
Let me
Yeah.
give a little history. Let me give it a little history as far as Joe goes. And I know that Get the Smoke don't know who Joe is. Yeah, Get the Smoke, you still there?
I think he's taking a nappy poo.
I think he took a nap. But let me give you a little history. I've known Joe now for the better part of 10, 12 years, right? Unfortunately, I known him from a site called Vaughn, JTV, and then Vaughn, right? And he was just as annoying and the same shtick as he does now. He did back then. Same thing, living in the same place, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
Doing the same thing, just drinking on cam and talking shit on everybody. And all he would ever do was, like, especially with the women, if they didn't talk to him a certain way, then all he did was jump on them and talk trash about them, and there are all kinds of whores, this, that, and the other.
Yep.
Then he started using the N word a lot. Now, I don't know if you know anything about. I'm Puerto Rican and Dominican. I say the N word. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think I should be saying it in a platform like
He
this.
says the hard R though. He don't.
Yeah, he
just,
does. Yes, he does. Because my complexion has gotten lighter than what it actually normally would be, but I don't go in the sun. Anyone my complexion or lighter is not allowed to say that shit in my channel. You best find another way to say it, but you don't say it. Somebody darker than me, you're good. I'm cool with it.
I'm Italian. My whole life, though, especially living out here in the Midwest, people all my life have always thought I was Puerto Rican, and because of my last name. But, like, I mean, I've had, like, people walk up to me and just start talking Spanish, and I'm looking at them like, huh? No comprende. Like, I don't understand.
No, just say, órale, chingao,
it.
and then just leave them.
Yeah. Like, no. Wrong. Pizza, not tacos.
My thing
But,
is
yeah,
with Joe, he has not changed anything, and he's always been on Foxman's tail the whole time. And I understand why Foxman has the following he does. People go see him. I get it. I go to see him myself.
There are a lot of toxic ass people in that chat, though.
Oh, yeah. I don't involve myself with most of the chat, but a lot of the people that hang out with Fox and with Joe and Billy, I know for years. Like Granny. I've known Granny. Me and Granny get along, but
Granny lives in the same city as me.
yeah,
Granny lives like 10 minutes away from me.
Granny almost came and moved out here. I think Granny lived
Yeah.
out here in this area for a
She's
little while.
originally from Arizona.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm. Yep.
But
Damn, man, I
Joe,
can't believe.
yeah, go
I
ahead.
believe. No, I was gonna say I can't believe Billy and Young don't talk, man. They was mad cool and shit. Like what the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it'll blow over soon. You
I
know,
hope
I
it
don't know how
does,
long
because
it'll take.
Billy is cool. Billy's cool. Nookie's cool. Like, that was a cool community, man. It was pretty cool and shit. And then I fly off the radar for about good what fucking 2 weeks and shit, because I had intense work and shit at my job, and now all of a sudden it's like I come back and motherfuckers breaking up like Menudo. I'm like, what the fuck is going?
well, that
Like, what
I
the
think,
fuck, man?
like, I mean, I won't put their business out there, but there was some behind the scenes talking going on, and I mean, make a long story short, like at the end of the day, like Nookie is in a relationship, like she lives with her dude or whatever, and I think that things were being discussed in a different manner and versus what reality really was, I guess, and things just kind of blew up. And honestly, I will tell you, because I hope, like, I at first I was like, okay, can the band get back together now? Because like it was me, Nookie, and Billy, like last off season for like NFL off season, like we ran this whole fucking community. Like we, I mean, people's channels got taken down, and all it was a war, but we won. Like we ran that shit, but
Yeah.
now it's just like it's weird because I'm cool with Nookie, right? But I'm cool with Billy too, and like I really talk to Billy more than I talk to Nookie, but that's not on no, like, you know what I mean? Like this is my boyfriend, or I'm trying to talk to him. Like we're just really cool because we've
Yeah,
all been cool,
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And
There's
so
nothing wrong with that.
I'm still like tomorrow, like I'll still be over there at Billy's and everything, and we're still gonna do shit like we normally do, but I just don't know. I'm sure that Nookie will probably be over at Fox's or whatever, and I have no problem with Fox Man at all, really. Like I know he gets really drunk and he'll start dropping the hard R every now and again and stuff, but he's not near as bad as Joe. Like he's never doxed me, you know what I mean? Like this pussy Joe will sit there on a live stream and have a photo of my kid up the whole time. Like, bro, you're weird. Like you have more of an obsession. You have more photos of my kid than you do your own. You ain't seen your own kids in 8 fucking years, but you got the audacity.
Where he
I'm
has kids?
surprised.
He has kids?
I'm
Who
surprised
would?
anyone had kid with him.
That's what I'm
Yeah, I
saying.
don't know.
Yeah, like who allowed their fucking vagina to be infiltrated by fucking
That's what I was thinking. Like this
that
bitch,
motherfucker?
he acts like,
Uh,
oh, she's so hot. I'm like, yeah, sure. Looking at
he
you
looks
ain't no fucking way.
he looks like when he sweats, he smells like salami. Like he just looks
Nah,
like he
yeah, he looks
stinks.
like he's stink. Yeah,
Dude, he
that's
smell.
what I
No,
tell him all the time.
dude, he
Motherfucker, you
looks like
look
he
like
smelled like
you
he got
stink.
bad bo, man.
Have you seen all them
he look
beer
like he smell
cans?
like underarm.
This
Yeah,
motherfucker lives in a hut with beer cans coating the floor. Like, bro,
yeah,
clean up.
he
You
don't
don't see
wash.
your motherfucking kids because you couldn't dare bring your kids in there. You talk about my son is an N-word this, N-word that, but let me tell you this: my son ain't no bastard. He has a
Mm,
daddy. Me and his
mm.
dad may not be together, but my son knows who his dad is. His
That
dad's
Exactly.
dude,
in his life, but
that dude
maybe,
looks. Ugh, he look like he
whatever. It
smells.
don't even matter. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, pussy, you ain't seen your kids in 8 years. Don't you dare speak on mine.
Right?
Cause you pay chump change. You brag about working minimal hours, so you don't have to pay that much in child support. Like you're an actual pussy, bro.
He was
No,
talking.
he'd have to move out and actually pay rent somewhere if he made any kind of money.
He was talking about he's a.
sorry, who are we talking about? I got like distracted a little bit.
Oh no, we're talking about a mutual acquaintance that we all know and dislike. His name is Joe. He goes by.
Yeah, it sounds like it sounds like a deadbeat dad. Is that what
Yep.
you're
Yeah,
saying?
And a
kind of.
racist.
And a
And a
racist.
racist. Yeah, racist.
And a stalker. Like
There's a
really,
white boy
real life
that's rocking
stalker.
dreadlocks that says the N word with a hard ER. All right, he bitches about everyone. Every woman is a slunt cut bitch. Slunt cut bitch.
Wait, here's the thing that like most people don't tell you about racists. Once a racist starts getting rid of the them, they start looking at you. Like the racist is never fucking happy with anybody. Really, they just don't like people.
Yep. And mind you, I fucking
us and them thing, but right after they're done with us and them, it becomes a purity contest of like you're not the real one anyway. Like nobody is as real as they are.
Yep. And I fucking roasted him the first day I ever got on that panel, and he tried to get at me. He's like, "Oh, who's the dark guy up there?" And I was like, "Okay, me and this guy's gonna have a problem." And the whole night,
Like, oh, Ricky, be careful. She likes black guys. Like, bro.
yeah, I was like, "Okay, and what's wrong with that?" Like, bro, I did my black people and my Puerto Rican people and everybody who's fucking minority. I did them well that night for that motherfucker, boy. And then when Jed was
I
on,
had him so bad. I said, you know what? I said, Joe, I think what it really is, that you're really mad is I'm doing my part in eliminating your precious pale white skin. He was so fucking bad. I was like, yeah, what you gonna do when the white man's the minority, bitch?
Yeah, he was so pissed off, boy.
Yeah, like so as a person who went to the Million Man March and understood that like all these people who self-identify as black aren't actually the same color. I also noticed that people who self-identify as white aren't the same. There's some like Pigeon, like shout out to him. That's a pale fucker. He don't look anything like goddamn a whole lot of other people who call themselves white. Like, it's not the same goddamn color. Oh, that's my,
He looked like a butch lesbian.
That dude looks like he's allergic to sun, and that looks like he was raised in a sewer, like underground, like the X-Men.
That's how Joe looks, Master Splinter, straight like that.
Yeah, no color on the skin. That dude Joe, bro, he looked like. Matter of fact, you guys ever seen The Matrix 2? You remember the twins with the dreadlocks?
Yeah, there it is. Those dudes are black.
There you go. There you go, bro. He looked just like him, bro. That dude Joe is disgusting. If I ever see him in life, I'm punching him in the face.
Hold on, I'm about to show you. Look at this shit, bro. I don't know if it'll fit in my avatar. Let's see. Oh yeah.
Oh, blow it up.
Look at this shit, bro. This is Cousin and Joe.
Hold on a second. Let me the one on the right is Joe. The one on the left is Cousin.
Wait, hold on a second. Joe is rocking the Charlie Chaplin in 2023.
Yes.
Yep.
With dreadlocks.
You know we got talkies, right?
Know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Yeah, and then he has the audacity to rock dreadlocks now, right?
So
of course I had to insult him and tell him that they were cornrows. And he got mad. Ooh, he got
braids all the time.
Oh, not cornrows. No, you didn't do that, dude. Oh, your Puerto Rican has came out, huh?
Oh yeah, he said that's all right. But for a person who just don't like black people, you show rocking them cornrows, right? And he got mad. He was like, motherfucker, these ain't no fucking cornrows, you fucking Rican. And I was just like, yo, shut up, pap smear neck.
No.
Like,
yeah, that pig has fucking freeform mats is what they are. Them motherfuckers ain't no damn dreads.
So,
like, not properly kept dreads. No way.
How many people are Nazis today because of the internet?
I think any Nazis that are out there now are because of the internet. Honestly.
This guy is funny. He said, "I'm 2023, bruh."
Yeah, man.
If you
No,
saw
dude,
this pig, you would be like, "What the fuck?"
No,
Listen.
here's the thing. Like I was new a long time ago, but I'm just bemused, right? Like at this point, like these fucking people, like I don't know what is going on in their day-to-day lives, but you have to actually go out of your way to fucking have that mustache. Like you live like so much of your life, you might as well be trans. Like what the fuck? How much of your life is about
he
this
actually
shit?
might be. That might be his problem.
Yeah.
This
I think he's
bitch
a
ain't had
faggot.
a female in 8 years, bro. Since
No, no,
his chick left
no.
him with his kids.
I think Joe's
Man,
a
like
faggot.
bro, read a book, touch some grass, like get out of the
Yeah.
mirror. Get
No,
out
Joe's
of
a
the mirror. Like,
faggot.
just like
He's a faggot.
serve somebody else.
He's a faggot.
No, let me
Joe's a
tell
faggot.
you, this motherfucker is a fucking shed dwelling. Like he lives in a shed in the back of his brother's house. Like you live in somebody's backyard, you fucking scum.
Yeah, he's a
And you
faggot.
have the audacity. You ain't seen your kids in 8 years, and you got the fucking audacity to say anything about mine.
Well, I mean, you know, it's a group effort, right? Like he hasn't done shit with his own personal life, so his
Yeah,
actual
yeah,
self-worth comes from the group that he identifies with. Like just in general, you know, human beings have done something, so
Look
that
at
means
this
I've
chick.
done something because I'm a human being.
there he is, right there. That's him. Let's see.
Oh, cynical drives me nuts. He just sits there and laughs.
Oh, yeah, now
That was-
there you go. Like I can, like that
Yeah.
right there. Like, isn't that everyone's dream date?
Hey, put the
No. Every time he sees me, he's like, "Reggie, give me a kiss," and I'm like, "Ew."
Your
And
kid
I
is
like,
breath.
Yeah,
it
yeah, that
pisses
dude's
him
breaking
off.
hearts, isn't he?
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
go into my mother's person.
That's what I thought.
No.
That's what I
Okay,
thought.
so hold up a second. Like what? Okay, what channel is this right now?
You don't
Say what
want to
again?
know. This is a
Like,
Fox
okay.
News Sean panel, bro.
I feel like this is several stages of male pattern baldness. But
Exactly. Exactly,
I
bro.
was thinking about going to Charlie Chaplin mustache. But yeah.
Dude, you know what? I resemble that remark. God damn you! What the
I
fuck?
know, man. You wearing a hat inside, like that shit. Like you lucky you not getting struck by lightning. What the fuck?
I got you, Brian. I got your back.
I'm going bald.
I got
That's
your
all right.
back, Brian.
No, but there's a difference between male pattern baldness and going bald. Joe is just Joe.
Joe's going bald because of them mats in his head.
He don't bathe. I know he don't. The dude
No,
does not
man,
bathe.
that guy is. Yeah, you know, he smells as bad as he looks.
Bro, he sets his hair on fire to get rid of the free flyers in his dreads, bro.
Listen, somebody might love him. I'm just saying.
Nobody loves that man.
Nobody loves that motherfucker. Are you kidding me?
I mean, if you're gonna go with Charlie Chaplin, then yeah, that's hard, bro. Like, first off, like,
I know some people like that. The mirror reflection don't even love them. So
yeah.
like if the nice thing to say is you're emulating Charlie Chaplin, if that's what you got going on, you've already fucking lost, bro.
Yeah, but
dude
that's the one we've been talking about, and he's got, you know, the thing is, what pisses me off about him is that, and I think mostly it's my fault when he engages me, is because the first thing he does is he goes at Katie. He doesn't even go at me because he knows it doesn't bother me.
He does that on purpose. That's what he does to my brother. That's why he
He goes at what? You said he goes at Katie?
He goes at my wife. He goes at my wife all the time, every time.
Oh, well,
I'd beat the shit out of him for you.
Oh, he knows if I ever see him in person.
Well, hold up a second.
No.
What's his wife looking like? Non-existent?
Well, yeah,
Yeah, exactly. A can of Miller Lite.
Hold up a second.
His wife looks like mine. Exactly, non-existent.
Well, right. So you just go like Mrs. Non-existent. So like,
Yeah, but-
what you do is,
No.
so what's happening is he's projecting a desire that he had. Okay. Yeah, all right. So I would have a lot
He
of fun
walks
with this
around
guy.
and tells everyone I'm his girlfriend. I'm not his fuck. I would spit on him in real life.
His girlfriends are,
Oh, well, I mean, he might be into that. I mean, I think that's why he wants to have a girlfriend.
his girlfriends are Leftina and Rightina. That's
I'd
it.
have batting practice on
Oh,
his
you mean
fucking
Palmette and
forehead.
You mean Palmette and Festina is making their rounds again?
That's it. That's it.
Fucking pack of two socks.
So are you talking about the left small finger or the right small finger?
No, well,
that's about the size, I bet.
yeah. If you sit on your hands long enough, they become numb, and then it's rando, right?
And then this motherfucker, on top of that, even to his friends, he porn bombs everybody's channel.
Yeah, I get that. I get the porn bomb. My shit is always like interracial stuff.
That's what he does.
Unless
And you
it's-
know what?
unless it's
He's
a
a
boxing monster.
pig.
That's
Yeah,
different.
he's a pig.
He's just a you know, I hate the fact that oxygen gets wasted on him. But
Well,
it is
the
what
thing
it
is, the reason. Here's the thing: is you haven't learned to find the humor in it all just yet. Like you're still getting triggered, but pretty soon though, you're just gonna laugh. The laughs are just around the corner, and that's why you like humor this guy.
I don't know. I say he's a bit like me, only I'm a nice guy.
No, he's nothing like you. Nothing like you.
No,
he's
nothing
talking.
like you, man.
No, he's talking about you, Jed. About getting,
No,
like just laughing at, just
I'm
like
on
laughing at shit. Yeah, not like
No.
joke.
No, I'm on about girth.
Oh yeah. I've literally never heard you talk about race in any way, shape, or form, and you are probably a shade darker than fucking Pigeon. Maybe not even. Even. You're pale as shit. I don't know what's going on in Ireland, but it doesn't seem like sunshine is one of them.
We get sunshine, just a lot of clouds. And between the sun and so yeah, pretty much it, and a lot of rain.
Fuck that.
I can't understand, but you're right. And see, the thing is, that's how come I say mostly it's probably my fault because I let it.
When I was talking
Puerto Rican Electro, you're actually kind of glowing right now.
Yeah,
like a nightlight.
When I was talking about him, right, I was just meant girth. So that was all. Yeah. I still kick his ass though. Probably.
Yeah, but he knows the second, because here's the thing. All right, there's people that you want to meet, right? And there's people that you go out of your way to meet. I like meeting people over the internet. I've met.
I don't give
literally
a fuck about meeting him. I just want to get his information because I want to find him.
But I'm one of those people I love meeting. I've met at least 100 people over the internet. I met my wife over the internet.
I feel like there's something dangerous in there. You don't want to meet him, but you want to find him.
But yeah, there is something there. But with Joe, see, I'm actually crazy enough.
I'm gonna tell you, he crossed way too many lines, especially when it comes to my child.
If I found out, if I ever found his actual address, I know I would get in trouble. Because I'm one of those that would go up.
Wait,
there.
hold up a second. You mean the guy with the Stevie Wonder braids?
Yep.
You really in your feelings about that dude? Like the guy.
I know I shouldn't. I know.
Okay, well, listen.
I know
Stevie Wonder. So Stevie Wonder has an excuse. He can't see his hair. Like, what does this do? What's wrong with this dude?
No, let me tell you, it's bad. This fucking weirdo brushes his teeth on cam on his stream with a toothbrush and a bottle of water. Like, come on, man, at his desk. Like,
this motherfucker don't got he doesn't have a bathroom with a sink. What the fuck?
No, he has to go into the house.
Oh,
and that
shit.
ain't his shit.
This guy's
So the question I think it becomes, what is it? How does he value a sink or running water?
He lives in a shed. He lives
Like
in his
I'm just
brother's
saying,
shed.
like listen, I know this is more important things than running water, right? Like I remember, like I think, like not that I remember. Sorry, I've researched times when there was no such thing as running water, and he's still living there. Like that's like the whole point. Like I don't understand. Like maybe I need to meet this guy to actually get offended, but he just sounds like a treasure trove of fucking jokes.
He fucking catching rainwater and shit in buckets.
It's not.
Bro,
It's
I
not,
just
it's not,
call him the
it's not
shed
running water,
dweller.
right? Here. He probably pisses in a bucket. And drinks it.
Yeah, he probably. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. He's catching
Yeah.
rainwater. He takes a
He's
bath
American,
in
whatever.
yeah.
It sounds like he's not a big fan of water. Like forget like black people
Bro,
or
you should
Chinese
see
people
his
are like he's water challenge.
Hey, that's what I told him. I said, as much as you throw the N-word around, if you even really knew what the word meant, you would realize that you're the only N-word around here, motherfucker. Look at how you live.
Yeah. He should come here. He should come to Ireland. A couple minutes outside, he'd be dry.
This motherfucker barely.
Well, you have to understand it's a system, right? It's a system that puts like a certain group of people at the very bottom. So even if you're inbred Jed that doesn't have running fucking water and maybe have an outhouse in 2023,
No,
like
he's
you
actually
still
a
at least you're not
Mormon.
black, right? In his mind, right? Like he still has some
Yeah.
kind of superiority because like the
That's
Wright
exactly
brothers
what he
and like
said.
are credited with invented flight. And like any white guy could have invented flight, but at the white guy conference, they decided that Orville and his brother were going to do it, right? So that's what he's doing. He's taking the responsibility. He's taking credit for like space travel and like flight and the computer and all this shit. Meanwhile, this dude can't even take credit for a shower.
And on top of that, he probably got.
It sounds like
between his
from what you guys are
fingernails.
describing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty accurate.
Yeah, he's sound like he
you
has.
can look at him and tell he doesn't shower.
Yeah,
I can look at him and I know what type of person he is. So
yeah. I think he has
Yeah,
shit in
that's
between his fingernails. He don't know how
Bro.
to wipe right.
Here's the thing, right?
And Joe, if you're out there, because I know your ears are ringing right now, Joe, you're more than welcome to come up here and have a chit chat with us.
Yeah,
I'll let you up here.
Here-
I just
here-
won't let you on
here's-
camera.
Here's the thing. I'm the last person to judge anyone, right? I really don't judge anyone now. They look.
Sorry. I feel kind of judged by you often, Brian.
Do
I
you?
feel like you judge me.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. That's how you feel. I can't help that. Right?
Yeah. I pop up on lives after you've been talking shit about me. Yeah, you're kind of judgmental, Brian, but whatever. But go ahead, finish your thought.
No. Here, have I ever judged you on how you look? I might have judged you on your attitude,
Well,
or
no, you've never actually commented on my looks.
or what? I've
You've
never
never
had.
commented on my looks at all. No, just my personality.
Yeah, sometimes you say sometimes right. You do say some outrageous shit.
No, definitely. It's personality driven. Like
Yeah,
whatever.
right.
Shock value. It's shock
I'll
value.
come at you your personality. I never.
Part of his charm.
I've never gone. I think I've never gone after anyone. Maybe Pigeon, the only person I've ever gone after looks on this freaking platform, right? But I've never intentionally gone after anyone.
No, not at all.
So I don't think anyone could put that. I made a few jokes on EJ, right? But he knows I'm joking. Right?
Like the easy targets. Every now and again you throw your barbs on the easy targets like me and EJ. We're easy to insult, but it's also it's always in love, right? Like I never felt like
yeah.
But anyway.
Right. Yeah. I don't really go after him.
EJ's trying to make up for the lack of hair on his head with like extra long on his chin. Like we don't know.
Here, no, that's what the hat's for.
Yeah.
See that, Red? That's a good example.
Right.
We make fun of each other, but nobody is like actually offended. We all do it and just
All the
that
time.
motherfucker. He does not.
Busting balls and talking shit is one thing. Like going out of your way to like be weird and stalk
Yeah.
people and like this, like I said, this weirdo has
Well, I could,
literally
I
photos
could
of me
frighten
from
you. I
every
could
phase
frighten
of
you.
my life. Like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Get a life.
Yeah, there's a difference between like seeing how somebody may deviate from the norm and making them feel okay about that versus making them feel bad about it.
Yeah, yeah. You know, yeah. There's certain places you don't go. You don't go to. Like I, I would never bring up anything about anyone's family or anything like that. There, that's
Yeah.
not that's none of my business, right? I go with people's personalities sometimes. I never really go with anyone's look or anything like that. Just say if somebody says something wrong, and I disagree with you, I'll come up and say my piece, and
Right.
that's it, right? But I don't think I go after too many people on this, on YouTube.
No.
Not
It
really.
doesn't. The thing is, the
No,
whole
you guys
point.
all seem pretty level-headed. You know what I mean?
Oh
Oh,
yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, we can make fun of each other. Sometimes it'll get. Look, no lie. Sometimes it'll even get heated, but not to the point where there is a disdain or or a hate. It's just if it get depending on what subject you're on, people just get heated, like boxing. No,
Oh, yeah.
you know how Red, you know how you guys get on football, right?
Right.
And we get that way times 10 when it comes to boxing.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you right now, there have been some heated conversations. Me and this
Oh, man.
motherfucking guy down here, right here, over there, down there,
Yeah.
fucking me and Get the Smoke have vastly different opinions on all.
Me and Smokes had many disagreements on boxing. One of the first times I talked to Smoke, Demetrius Andre was topic of discussion. It was on D's channel. That was mainly him and D, but I chimed in too a few, and I actually agreed. Right, I do think Demetrius Andre is a good boxer. His resume is shit. Right, and 3 years on, his resume, it really hasn't. He's done nothing to improve it. So
Yeah, and we'll get into the discussions like that, and the discussions will get heated. I mean, to the point where people are talking over each other, but no hate.
Yeah, if you come onto my podcast, man, it's a rank session. Like we get on each other regardless.
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, we
no, until I get there, then it's everybody fuck with Jed. So
No, not really, because Dracon has been the victim lately, bro.
Oh yeah, that is
Remember
true.
the last 3 lives? Oh my God, we've been giving it to that motherfucker, boy.
Yeah.
Shit.
Last night, Jedi, I was going to stay awake for you, right? You see, we got a meter here.
Yeah.
I topped up $70 on the meter on Monday.
Oh shit.
I went in last night, right? And I checked the meter.
Yeah.
Right. I do it every couple of days just to see what's at.
Yeah.
And the meter was at €6. So I turned off everything that didn't
my
need
man
to
was
be plugged in.
My man went black. He said going dark. See you guys in the hell yeah.
Pretty much. Pretty much, so I because we don't have any 24-hour stores here, so
give me a second, guys. You guys continue talking. I'll be right back. I gotta go and use the
you gotta take a shit.
Real quick.
You got
No, I don't got to. Motherfucker, no.
Speaking of that, I do got to go for good night because
work time.
Yeah, you got to go to work. What in like 2 hours, right, Brian?
No. I meant to be at work 20 minutes ago, but I've been doing a bit of overtime recently, so they can give me half an hour.
Oh, good. That's good.
Because I only live like 10 minutes away from where I work.
Oh shit, just like me. Yeah, driving, right? 10 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, 10-minute drive. So that's even with traffic, so that's perfect for me.
Yeah.
So I've been doing a bit of overtime recently, so they give me half an hour. But I'll see you guys anyway.
All right, no doubt. All right, no doubt.
All right, bye. Have a good one.
Peace.
No doubt. Catch
Peace.
you tonight, hopefully. Peace.
No worries. No worries.
No,
Peace.
no doubt. I'm over here rolling a blunt at fucking 4:19 in the morning. Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Are you smoking, Red?
Yep.
That's what's
You
up.
didn't see my butt? Yeah, I showed it earlier. What the hell?
Uh,
Why do you put an overlay up? What is he afraid we're gonna porn bomb him?
who? Jed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I think he's in love with his new backdrop.
Mm.
Yeah, he's in love with his backdrop.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So we're going on 2 minutes now, so we know he's definitely taking the shit.
Oh, got him. Fished him out.
Oh shit.
So first of all, someone's in the bathroom, so I took a detour and went to go get one of these. Hold on.
Don't tell me
He
he
went.
pissed in a bottle.
No, he went across the street to the house he's building and used the bathroom.
Mm-mm. I'm dead.
I can't wait till I can start going across the street to use shit, so I can just like start bringing shit over there.
Hmm.
Man, I'm looking forward to when we pack up and move.
Oh yeah. I hear that.
But my niece, you remember my niece, right? Jedi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Elizabeth made some fucking cupcakes last night. So
You made some cookies.
some cupcakes.
Some cupcakes.
And you know, I'm a fat guy. Go figure. I like cupcakes. You know.
Yeah, I think your toilet hates you tonight, bro.
Probably.
Fucking cupcakes. I haven't had a cupcake in years, bro. Holy shit.
I think I'm most
Yeah.
definitely gonna have to drop a Joe later.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
He
Take a
said
shit.
drop a Joe.
It might come out with dreadlocks and everything.
Ew.
he's gonna take a pale shit.
Yeah, that's a gross one. That doesn't seem very healthy at all.
No, it
Not at
doesn't,
all.
man. It's actually concerning.
Yeah. I hope you're gonna be okay.
I might have to have
Oh,
a doctor check that out.
Hell yeah.
Right.
So where's Katie sleeping?
Oh yeah, she's sleeping. Tomorrow we're gonna go. I fucked up. You know, I had some guys come
What did you
over and
do?
work on the house, right?
Uh-huh.
And I paid them ahead of time. I shouldn't have done that. I paid them ahead of time to get the front door and the back door fixed because they have to put new frames up there for the doors, right? But I told them the most important thing to do is to make sure that you get, because we bought the doors and everything. The most important thing is I want to be able to lock the house up because we've been locking the house by just tying the handle shut. Right?
Shit. Yeah.
So they got that part work, but they were supposed to come by today or yesterday and finish the job. They didn't. They left me a note saying that somebody's daughter got sick. So all right, but they said they'll be here today. My wife was like looking at me like, why'd you pay them in full already then? I said, because I just wanted to. And if they do fuck me over, they're screwing themselves over because I'd rather pay $200 now than $2,000 or $3,000 later for a job that they're not going to do right.
Yeah, that's true. That's one. And two, let me ask you, sir, do you know where they dwell and shit? Like,
Yes, I do.
okay, good. Oh yeah. So I don't think they are going to get away with anything. You know what I mean? It's just she's kind of right though, man. I pay a motherfucker maybe half up front and then
A
just in case.
deposit.
Yeah. But damn, Jed, you paid. Yeah, she should kick your ass.
Yeah, I just gave him $200, man. So it's no big deal.
And how much is the job? Completely, if you don't mind me asking.
No, I just want him to do one little job. I figured that's the best way for me to get the house worked on and done.
Yeah.
And do it a piece at a time. I wanted to get the doors shut.
Yeah,
I
bro.
wanted new doors
fucking-
on there. So I just paid for the doors. I bought the doors, right?
Yeah.
Paid for the doors. Gave them the money for the materials to get the frame done and then replace the other door in the back. They didn't do the other door in the back because it was already barred shut. So, but they did the one in the front where people could get in. They
Right.
fixed it, or they set it up to where the door locks and everything, and they're supposed to come in tomorrow.
Hmm.
Let's see. But you're right. I shouldn't have gave him the money, but I didn't concern myself with it because I know the guy, you know. And to be honest, remember that car collection that I showed you that I got.
Yeah.
You know that he's the one that gave it to me for free.
Oh, okay. So you know him then. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, and not to mention, fuck, if anything, I came out ahead anyway. If he took the $200, ran away, I still got that car collection.
Right.
So, really
Yeah.
worth
That's right.
it. I look at things like that. I got a nonchalant attitude about it. I truly believe in you give a person enough rope and they'll hang themselves if they have bad intentions. So I don't worry about it much.
That's true. That is
You best believe though, if it was $2,000, yeah, we ain't giving that shit up.
Yeah. Man. Well, I'm gonna hop off the panel, guys. I'm gonna smoke this blunt and try to
Oh
get
no
back to
problem.
sleep.
I think I'm going to shut it down. Anyway,
Yeah.
I've been on here for 3 hours and a half, and I never do that shit. And
All right.
you know why I did
Red.
it? Red came up, and I wanted to keep Red up here because she's lovely.
Oh, that's what's up.
You guys came
Yeah.
over.
I appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
No doubt. Red, tomorrow it'll probably be 9 your time at night at 10 hours. I'm gonna be live, so you're more than welcome to help on the panel because we always have fun.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is Friday fuckeries, so you know we basically rank on each other and other topics, so it's gonna be pretty cool. Come on by.
Yeah, drop your link so I can make sure I'm subbed.
Okay, no doubt. I'll drop it right now. All right. So let me.
Yeah,
hop
everybody
off.
drop
Yeah, I
links
appreciate
because
it.
I'm already subbed to you, Red. I wasn't too sure, so I went to your channel now, and I was
Yeah,
subbed to
you
you.
always gotta check.
So I'm subbed to you and everything like that. And I know you're subbed to me
Appreciate you. Yep, that's how I knew you were alive.
But I want to say thank you very much, sweetheart. I
Yeah,
appreciate you coming up here talking politics, talking regular shit, talking shit about Joe. That's always fun.
yeah. Hell yeah. Appreciate you. Thanks for having me. Have a
Thank
good
you for
night.
being up here. Good and
Yep.
have much love out there.
Yeah, much love. We'll talk to you. I'm sure I'll see you around tomorrow.
Oh, for sure you will. For sure.
All
If
right.
it's not in
Bet.
Billy's, then definitely in Jedi's.
Yeah, for sure.
All
And
right.
I don't. What's his name below me? The Smoke.
Oh, that's Get This Smoke. That's the name of
Get
his
the
channel.
Smoke.
Get This
Okay,
Smoke.
yeah, you don't have the names up here. All right, nice meeting you. I don't know if you're still there, but have a good night. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
I'll talk to you later, sweetheart. Good night. Smoke, you still there? Oh, Smoke. I'll wait until you come back on so I can say goodnight properly. I don't want to just leave you hanging like that. Still got one viewer up here. I do want to say to everybody that was in the chat, thank you very much for hanging out with us all night. And 3 hours, 3.5 hours. I haven't done that in fucking years. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.